For you, the president.
That's Not Why You Called. Hosted by Lefty.
I deserve to be blown.
Dr. Chiz.
One more chance.
And as always, Hutch.
You make me want to smoke.
Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. It's That's Not Why You Called.
And here we go.
Look at Katie, just kind of like, I'm a scared white person. I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to That's Not Why You Called, episode numero dos of,
I'm done now.
okay. That's Not Why You Called. I am your host, Lefty. Here's the thing. We tried something with this intro, right? And there was no really way to test it. So it has to do with like XSplit and transitioning and stuff. And sometimes when you transition with XSplit, the audio feed gets screwed up. So we might be crackling right now. If we are, let us know via hashtag TNWYC on Twitter. Let us know so we can get that fixed. But I don't think it should be. I think it has to do with XSplit playing media and you transition. But I don't know XSplit. I don't know. I had to renew my license, and I did. You know what? Anyway, I am Lefty. I'm my host over there. Over just that way is Chiz, of course. You can follow him on Twitter, at Dr. Chiz. And our lovely producer, Katie, at Little Miss Katie, Kaity, on Twitter. And I know a lot of you are wondering, where's Hutch? Because you're using the layout. Oh, for those of you that don't know, we have multiple layouts now. It's pretty cool. But people are wondering, where's Hutch? I'm echoing through somebody's microphone. Chiz, I think it might be you. I'm echoing through the headset, through the microphone. So, there we go. Anyway.
Should be good.
Yeah, Chiz, did you just turn your microphone back up?
Yeah, no, I turned it down.
Okay, yeah, that was it. It's just your headphones.
I turned my volume down, yeah.
Yeah, it's just escaped.
I'm close to the mic.
Anyway, what the hell was I talking about again?
You were talking about Hutch.
Oh yeah, where's Hutch? So we have multiple layouts, right? Hutch is about to come in. We have. Is everybody ready for Hutch? Hutch, come on in, buddy. There he is. Hutch is here. We've got Hutch. Hutch isn't here for the show, but we have a stand-in. We have his his Rastafarian brother.
What's catatonic?
You said, because earlier you said catatonic Hutch, so I found this. It's basically catatonically stoned Hutch. So he's standing in for the other Hutch.
And he'll be saying things and adding to our conversation every now and again.
Still interrupting.
Yeah. But as you can see, he's a little preoccupied right now.
Even though Hutch is gone, catatonically stoned Hutch still going to interrupt. And then just try to hand it off to other people.
That was a brilliant idea. That is awesome.
That was no. That was
going to go there.
Oh, of course.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So everybody, Hutch is here. Our intro still remains true, as is the description and all the tags. Hutch is right here. You can see him.
Yeah, that's him. That's how I picture him. When you say Hutch, exactly goes to that picture right there.
With dreads that don't match his beard color.
He retires the dreads when he comes on the show. You don't know this.
He does. It's a wig. See, he takes them off. He wears the wig normally. But then when he comes on the show, he takes off the Rastafarian, the wig.
That was his original hair from 1993.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw it. He showed us a picture one day. He was like, guys, don't. And
that's his actual eye color, too, by the way. It's just constant.
He wears contacts?
Red. He wears contacts to get the
It's satanic red. Is that what it is? Satanic, evil red?
Exactly.
It's not dog dick red, but it's satanic evil.
Oh, nothing's dog dick red. Nothing is dog dick red.
Nothing at all is dog dick red. Audio is good. Oh, sorry, I was late on checking Twitter. Thank you, everybody. My bad. You see, that's the shittiest part, because I was like, tell us on Twitter, and then I wasn't looking at Twitter. Because I'm an idiot.
That? And to communicate with us on Twitter, please use the # hashtag TNWYC.
TNWYC.
Sound like a broadcast station. Tune in to TNWYC 85.9, everybody.
85.9 FM TNWYC. Up next, Avril Lavigne.
Blue.
got 6 minutes of talk time every hour.
Random noises from radio stations.
See, what if I even need to do the sound bites if you guys are just going to do that stuff all by yourself?
Because you wouldn't do this. Stop trying to act like you wouldn't do the sound bites anyway. Katie.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You
It's
wouldn't.
okay, though. Well, they're silly.
You wouldn't.
Clean buttons is hard.
Catatonic Hutch, what do you think about that?
Well, you know, man, life is kind of like this weird thing where, like, we're alive, but at the same time we're not alive. So I gotta go rip another a ball, but Lefty, take it from here.
Wow, Catatonic Hutch, that was really cool.
Thank you, Catatonic.
It was really
Hutch. Thank you for
insightful.
handing it back off to
Catatonic
me.
Hutch is kind of nicer because he passed the topic back on to you.
Right? He
didn't
doesn't
go on
just
for 5
dominate it
minutes
and try to steal it.
interrupt.
And he was on time.
He was right here on cue. We said, "Come on." He was there. He had his camera on. That's brilliant.
You know what? I think might be better than the real Hutch. I think we're just gonna have Catatonic Hutch on now.
We'll just have, and if the regular Hutch does choose to get his shit together, put his contacts in, and want to come back on, we'll still have like a segment where it's like, ask Catatonic Hutch, and then he'll chime in from time to time.
And he's gonna take up the
himself.
whole screen. He's not even gonna get his own little thing. When
Oh, yeah.
when Catatonic Hutch talks, he's got his own damn thing.
It's gonna be like when you call into like Dr. Phil and shit like that. He's gonna give life advice.
Dr. Phil does
goodness.
call-in stuff.
Yeah, I didn't think he did. I don't
I
know.
wasn't thinking Dr. Phil. Who is it? It's not Dr.
Loveline
Dre.
does call-in.
Loveline. I'm trying to think of that doctor's name. It escapes me right now.
Did you say Dr. Dre?
No, I'm saying it's not Dr. Dre. I wanted to say that though.
Well, of course it's not Dr. Dre.
I know. That's why I said it's
he's
not
a real.
Dr. Dre.
He's not a real doctor.
Dr. Dre would give great advice.
Right, but
I
not
got
about
this guy-
medical things.
I'm feeling kind of depressed. This guy keeps picking on me. How do I deal with my depression? You go ahead and shoot that fool. Dr. Dre.
Oh, God.
Dr. Dre.
But
Also,
who is that on
also
Loveline?
Catatonic Hutch. That would be a great show. Dr. Dre and Catatonic Hutch. Leading off a show, a podcast.
Saving lives.
Saving
One
lives,
call at a
getting
time.
stoned.
Dr. Drew, thank you. See, the difference between Dr. Dre and Dr. Drew, there's huge differences in their career paths, but it's one letter that separates musician / all of his other extracurricular activities and physician, a W.
Well,
Name
also,
your
one of
kids
them,
correctly.
Dr. Drew, isn't he white?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's
so
what I
that's
said.
another thing.
Major difference.
It sounds white.
One's a white doctor, the other's a black gangster rapper.
There you
He's
go.
not really gangster anymore. He was gangster, but no.
I'm just saying, the name of your children does matter, people.
Yeah,
They
right.
actually did a study like that on Freakonomics, and they proved it didn't.
What?
Like, if you named, like, because black people like to give their children, like, really, not ethnic.
That's really racist, Chiz. You're talking about crazy
No, it's
names.
not.
Is that what you mean? Like, are you talking about the joke that people make about, Shantiqua, Bonifa, and shit like that?
Like Shaquisha and...
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm talking about.
Because that's the
Things like that.
stereotype, right? Okay.
Yeah, the stereotypes. And they proved that, no, it's not the name. Shaniqua can go ahead and be president. It's more environmental, which is, true.
What were they trying to prove? That the name...
They were trying to see if the name actually could determine the outcome and destiny of your child, just the name alone.
Oh, see, I thought if they were trying to prove that, they had objectively defined what is a batshit crazy name to give you.
No.
That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But hey, I
Hashtag
mean,
is a good
you've got rich white people naming their kids apples, so let's not act like this is just like a
Blanket.
blanket.
That's a fucking brilliant one.
That's Michael Jackson, right?
Yep.
Good. Glad he's dead.
And his other ones are like
Bitch.
Prince and something else.
He named one of his
hey,
kids Prince.
Yeah.
Do you think Prince was like, "Hey, cool,
Yeah.
thanks"?
It's like, yo, I'll mentor this kid when you die.
The thing I learned about Prince is that, like, he is probably the best musical artist, like, around. Like, he's
Well, he's one of them.
he's light years ahead of Michael Jackson in terms of as a musician. Because Prince,
yeah,
like,
but
plays
that's why Michael
all
Jackson was better overall because
Well,
he
right,
wasn't
'cause
just a
more
musician.
successful.
Right. Prince was a dandy,
Yeah.
and he freaked out white people. But Michael Jackson, he was like, "Hey, I'm one of you now," and they were like, "Okay."
I'm one of you now.
Right? He had his skin bleach. He tried to say it was that what's that? What's that skin disease or skin condition?
Crap. What is it?
Something alopecia, something. Anyway, it's where you have random blotches of pigment that are
White.
white or
Right.
just different shades. He's got random pigment splotches. And he tried to say it was that. It's like, dude,
Vitiligo.
vitiligo?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds
anyway.
like instruments.
I thought it was like a bad guy from a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Vitiligo.
Or Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
But he tried to say it was that. It was like, no, it's not, dude. No, it's not. You're just crazy. And you try to have your skin bleached so you could be white for some reason. I don't know why you would want to be
Hey,
white.
you know, do what you want. All right, when you get that much money, do. I don't judge you. Do what you want.
Right? And he turned his nose into like a whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, whatever that was. Yeah, detachable.
Like who? Because did he say to his plastic surgeon like he wants a white person nose and they just did that, or like I don't get the nose thing. He was like obsessed with his nose, like in all the Catatonic Hutch.
What do you think, Catatonic Hutch?
Well, you know, I listened to some Michael Jackson back in the day, man, and you know, about his nose, I heard when he was growing up, his father beat him, so that wasn't that cool, and he didn't like his nose because it reminded him of his father and how he didn't have a childhood, so he wanted to replace his nose, and it was detachable so he could get away from his past, you know what I mean?
Oh, cool. Thanks, Catatonic Hutch.
That was kind of insightful.
That
It
was.
really was.
That was. Possibly more insightful than the real Hutch has ever been on the show.
Right? He would have went on some weird tangent about like monkeys are really people and all kinds of shit.
Somebody said, I'm thinking of alopecia, which is patches of baldness.
Ah,
You know where I've got a... Never mind.
he did after the Pepsi commercial. Boom.
Or burnt in his hair.
Oh,
MJ.
oh,
Fucking
okay.
like burnt to death almost because of that
He
commercial.
went to the hospital because of
Yeah,
that.
he did. It was
Yeah.
bad. Real bad.
I don't know.
Just goes to
Anyway,
show Pepsi does kill. Drink Coke.
Yes.
How was wrong
And
with
also,
inspiration?
Michael Jackson diddles kids. Or tries to diddle him. He did!
Oh, sorry. I was really clearing my throat. I wasn't.
What do you mean he didn't? Come on. He was trying
Was
to
there
diddle little
any
kids.
evidence?
Like, look, the parents were screwed up, too. The parents of those children that
Parents
were
were
accusing him.
fucking horrible.
But here's the thing. They never contested the fact that he gave them wine and had them sleep in bed with him. Not his children, just random people's children. You're fucking crazy. Like, to be the kind of person where it's like, I'm going to give this child, who's not mine, wine and ask them to sleep in my bed. How far is that
a lot
from,
of the ones
how
that
far,
accused him, though.
How far is that from I want to diddle little boys? Regardless of the parents that were
You
like,
can't look at him as a normal person. His upbringing was horrible.
that's
He
not
didn't
an
have a
excuse to
childhood.
diddle kids.
But he didn't diddle kids. There's no proof of that. There's just accusations.
I think
a lot
he
of the
would have
ones that
diddled kids.
accused him and was sent to court for, those kids requested to be in his bed, and a lot of them never got into his bed.
A lot of them never got in.
Yes, a lot of the ones that actually accused him and later sued him, there's no proof he was ever in the dude's bed.
But wait, you said a lot of them. Some of them were proven to be in his bed.
Well, there were only two trials as far as I know.
Okay.
The one way back and then the one that was like 2 years ago.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But from what I understood, it was kind of like, yeah, they sleep in bed with him, or at the time because he was alive, they sleep in bed with me, but I'm not doing anything like that. It was like Jerry Sandusky, like, oh yeah, of course I was just naked flopping around with this child in the shower. Nothing sexual happened.
That's still way different. Naked in the shower as opposed to fully dressed, both of you just sleeping in a bed. I'm just saying, for someone like you, you're the kind of person that doesn't look at things like that. You look at the evidence, and there's none.
Okay, maybe I'm.
And what's more likely, that he did a little kid, was found guilty of it, which he never was, and that he got off just because he has money. I guess you could look at it that way.
O.J. Simpson was found innocent too.
Yeah. Okay. There was the retrial about the different matters though, or that there's just asshole parents that are willing to put their child in a situation that they can acquire wealth.
Why can't there be both? Why do they have to be mutually exclusive?
I'm
Why
not
can't the
saying
parents
they
be
can
pieces
both.
of shit and Michael Jackson also be a weird piece of shit?
I'm not saying they couldn't. I'm just saying which one is more likely of the two. When there's no
Which one is
evidence.
more likely?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't assign likelihoods to that. Anyway, we had things we wanted to talk about.
What things?
I don't know. I don't know. Catatonic Hutch, he's on to just talk about some stuff. I don't know.
He just chimes in every now and then.
He'll chime in, now and again. As always, I appreciate you liking the stream. If you do, it helps get the name out there. So if you're watching, go ahead and just hit that like button. I like seeing this feed scroll on my Twitter. So go ahead and hit that like button. And also, if you want to get in touch with us again, hashtag TNWYC. That's not why you called. Now, we start off the show. We'd like to talk about sometimes what we've been doing on our respective channels. Chiz, nothing. Okay, next.
Yeah, no, I haven't uploaded. I've got videos with Lefty that I never. It's like I was gonna start on May 1st. You can't see, but this is a desk right here, so I'm rearranging my room. I'm building a second computer. So
you're building a second computer.
Mm-hmm.
What kind? What are the specs? What you got in there?
I'm not gonna say what the purpose of this computer is, but the only real specs in it are that it runs a.
Oh my God! You're one of those guys. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna be first on this frontier of this stupid fucking fake economy thing.
No. Anyway, it's got a 7950, an AMD Sempron 145, and a Gigabyte 970 motherboard in it. Motherboard's good. The processor's just there, so it runs.
You're gonna be mining Litecoins, aren't you?
No.
Bitcoins?
No, that's stupid.
What are you going to be
doing?
Mine
Bitcoins, get an ASIC or an FPG.
Then what are you going to be doing with this PC?
Maybe we'll talk about this in a later date. Maybe I'll talk about it in a later date. All right. Once my investments have gone in.
Oh, okay. So you want? Oh, so you don't want the? Never mind. He's not doing anything.
Why would I hype something up, Lefty, like people on Mad Money until I've insured my own investments in said penny stocks? That's just bad business. By the way, that guy on Mad Money, what's his name, Kramer or whatever?
Yeah.
That dude has made hand over fist in just dealing with penny stocks and investing than what they pay him to put up to do that show.
Right, and that's it's horribly illegal, isn't it?
Well, he's been not up for trial, but they've done investigations for insider trading because, kind of what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But he's never been convicted or anything like that. I don't know how legal it is what he does. He must watch his ass very well. I would love that gig. Just buy a penny stock that fucking doesn't matter whatsoever, and then the next day go, you're going to want to buy this because of these 2 reasons. It's going to be fucking huge. All it has to do is get to $1, and that dude has made 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
What an easy job.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm not doing anything on my YouTube. I will soon enough. Same goes for streaming. I've been doing other things. Lefty, what have you been doing?
I've been, what have I been doing? Playing Trials. We played Trials. I got a cute... Man. I thought it had gone away. And I've started out I think 2 videos like this. I thought it was done. I thought this was done. I was accused of more than once of copying Hutch and C-Nanners by playing Trials with you.
Yes, you're a horrible person.
How fucking stupid and like an insolent child do you have to be like, oh, you're fucking copying Hutch and Nanners. Are you dumb? Are you in the words of that Delta Gamma sorority chick? Are you retarded? And that's an honest question. I want you to let me know if you're retarded so I know how to deal with you in the future.
Here, let's leave it like this then too. Does that also, if you're gonna go with that mind of
what about
thinking,
Call of Duty? What about the first person that uploads?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me make a point, but yes, that's the one everybody goes to, and it's obvious. But for the dumbasses
that was Chronic. That was Smoked Out Hutch, by the way, that interrupted there, not me.
Oh, asshole!
Yeah.
Go hit your bong water, whatever it's called. But does that mean, by that mind of thinking, with that frame of thinking, does that also insinuate that Sark and Chill are money-grubbing whores that are also copying and trying to use Nanners and Hutch? Because they weren't part of the original hidden sessions or trial sessions, but now they're a part of them and uploading videos. Does that mean they're copying and also using them for potential growth in said YouTube and money?
That might be.
Because if you're going to say Lefty's copying, then you have to look at them in a bad light too. You can't powder coat it just because Chilled has 300,000.
That might be asking questions those idiots are ill-equipped to answer because they're idiots. And also, I have a question because a lot of them probably watch Call of Duty videos. What happens when a new Call of Duty game comes out? Is the first person that uploads that, do they have the unalienable right to upload that Call of Duty game, and then everybody else is just copying them? Because that is the extension of your
the
logic.
trailer at the same time.
That Ghost
Like
trailer is
6
so
channels.
stupid.
Dude, it was retarded, man.
It's going
I
to be
don't-
featuring a new engine, but it's going to run on the Xbox 360 and the next-gen
Well,
platforms.
did they say that?
Yeah, they said.
Oh,
it's
they
gonna
said
be- it's gonna
that?
be on
Oh, then they're
multiple
retarded.
platforms.
It's not going to be that good then.
No,
if it
so-
can run on the 360, then it's not going to be good on the other ones.
Right, it's not going to be at all even approaching maximizing the hardware.
Why would you
of
do
the
that?
720? Because a lot of people still have Xbox 360s. I mean, I understand it from a business sense.
Yeah, from business, you're getting your market across everything, but still, like that, I don't know why anyone would be hyped. That trailer is fucking awful. And it just shows it's either a really bad sequel to the Modern Warfare series or it's a prequel because they fucking show Ghost at the end of it. Or it just happens to be a random guy wearing the Ghost mask and you saw his face. So either they're doing a prequel, which fine, I'm not going to be that impressed by it because you're still draining a franchise, or they're making a sequel, which I wouldn't put it past them, like Ghost died in the fire with Roach or whatever in Modern Warfare 2. And I'm like, clearly you don't know who are making these games. This is Activision. They will bring anyone back to life through some weird form of writing.
They will revisionist history the fuck out of this game if they have to. What narrative? What fire? What are you talking about? Shut up. Just here it is.
No, dude, he had an aerosol can on. Put the fire out in like 5 seconds.
Why do so many people like Ghost? I don't get it. He was just
I
kind
don't
of a
either.
fucking chotch the whole time.
I mean,
He
I did
barely
think it was
said
cool though that the guy who voiced Gaz in COD 4 and Ghost in Modern Warfare 2, it was the same voice actor, and you never saw both of their faces, so it was kind of like, is this Gaz from the first game or is it not? That part was cool, but the dude wasn't amazing. He said very few lines.
Right,
He
he
had
was
a
just-
mask on. He died. Big whoop.
Right, but everybody has this like a love of Ghost from the
I
Modern
have a
Warfare
love
2.
of Price.
I do. Price is
I
cool,
thought it was
man.
amazing in Modern Warfare 2 when it's like, we gotta go get this fucking asshole from the prisoner or whatever. You go in the gulag and you punch in the face by Price. I'm like, he's
Well, of course
alive.
you knew it was him. Of course,
I
come
didn't.
on, it was him.
The only reason I knew it is because my brother ran in the room and went, Price is alive, before I even played the campaign. I'm like, oh, okay. But see, spoilers don't bother me that much, so I was like, oh, it's still very cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming.
I just still don't get the obsession with Ghost. I mean, like if he's a good character, I get it. Like if you were like, who was it that died in Modern Warfare 3? Soap. If you were like, man, dude,
Protagonist.
Soap was awesome and blah, 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 bring him back. Okay, cool, yeah. But Ghost
Yeah.
was just like, he was a mask guy and he was kind of snarky once in a while. I don't know.
They will never kill off Price, though. That dude has been around since COD 1 back in World
Yeah.
War 2.
They made jokes about it, didn't they?
I think so. And also in COD 4, you go and play a pre-log mission with your captain or Price's captain at the time, the Scottish dude.
Well,
And
you
you're
are
Lieutenant.
Price.
Yeah, you're Price. You're playing as Lieutenant Price, and with your captain, the Scottish dude, who I don't. And he's in 3, which I thought was cool. It's Mick
McTavish?
something.
McTavish?
No, that's Soap's last name.
I don't know.
It is a Mick something.
Wow,
Mickey.
wow. Scottish
Yeah,
with a
exactly.
racist.
With a Mick.
Racist. Or prejudice, whatever the fuck. But anyway, back on point. That's not why you called. There it is, man. That's not why you called. That's what the show's all
Lefty
about.
was- that's why you called it. That's not why you called, because Chiz wasn't talking about that, but he got off on a tip.
I know.
That's not why you called.
I know zombified because of marijuana Hutch. I know.
Uh-huh.
I know. It's okay. Sometimes he gets out of control. He's just
Drugs are bad, Lefty. Don't do it. Don't do what I do, Lefty. No, you're bad.
Oh my God, Charles, no!
Something very special is going to be done with that audio clip.
Yeah. We're going to have to. I'll put it in the intro. I'll put. Like,
That
oh my
was
God, he's
fucking
pooping!
hilarious.
Captain
Oh my
McMillan.
God, he's pooping! McMillan.
Jimmy McDinkles on Twitter. Hashtag TNWYC. Thank you very much. It's
Thank you.
Captain
McMillan.
McMillan.
Somebody said Ghost is hard
Ghost.
that they named a character also after a game with an S. Ghosts is completely separate from the Modern Warfare series. Then why the end like that? Why because they were building up with the music, the suspense,
Right.
and everything, and it was supposed to be this big reveal kind of thing at the end, like, oh my God, it's the dude with the mask that Ghost wore. But guess what? It's not related to the Modern Warfare franchise. It's related if it's using the same character.
That's so funny. It's like, oh shit, man, people hated Modern Warfare 3. Oops. Because apparently it's like its long tail sales were awful.
Yeah.
So I'm told.
Well,
Modern
why would
Warfare
anyone
3.
want to pick it up like a year later?
Right? Like
I wouldn't.
COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, or COD 4 specifically, like everybody, a lot of it was word of mouth. They were like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is so cool." And then Modern Warfare 2 just kind of led off with that, and they were like, "Oh, okay." But now, man, Modern Warfare 3 was just, it died. It just dropped like a rock.
The multiplayer was bad. The campaign sucked. The co-op. I hate that co-op shit Infinity Ward does. I don't think it's good. It'd be good if it was like certain games where it's an actual campaign co-op, but they don't. They do like missions and stupid,
because Treyarch
arbitrary
has-
things you have to do.
Treyarch, I'm sure that has to do something with Treyarch Reserve.
Oh, it
and
has
the
to. I'm sure
zombies.
Infinity Ward cannot do like a horde-based type
And
game.
good,
mode.
fucking good for Treyarch, man. They do the shit out of zombies.
I mean,
Like,
that's why their games sell. Treyarch games because they got zombies. Everybody loves waiting for those.
Mm-hmm.
Just make a zombie game. Just split off already. Which I wouldn't be surprised if that came down at one point someday in the future.
But anyway, back on point again.
What do you call it, Lefty?
I got accused of little bastards by you're copying, and I hate that. I hate that whole. Number one, I hate the whole idea of I'm a YouTube commenter on a video. I watch videos. I'm going to police these videos. It's like just. Ugh. And then the whole copying thing, and then justifying your self-policing by your self-appointed policing by saying you're copying. What?
Here's something else to go with that. Like I brought up the Steambox thing last show and talked about it.
Yeah, people
yeah,
give you so much
about
shit
that.
about that. It's Rooster
Yeah.
Teeth's
God.
idea.
That's the thing, and I made this very clear in the comments. Just because they brought up a topic and discussed it, whether it's a YouTube video or another podcast or radio show, guess what? We're not CNN. We're not trying to be first with covering of things. Just because one person or entity covers a topic does not mean it's off limits for everyone else to talk about. Look at your local news. That's the stupidest thing ever. It's like, they totally just got that idea and talked about it from this show or whatever. It's like, well, maybe we wanted to talk about it too, and they just happen to have their scheduling before ours. It's just so
to be
retarded.
fair, though, let the record show that I had no idea what the fuck it came from because I don't watch Rooster Teeth. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
he doesn't. I do.
I just started, like, yesterday. I watched a few Rooster Teeth videos.
We're gonna get him in.
And I'm
Yeah.
so jealous. I'm
Yeah,
so
he
jealous of what they have because I
They
want to
just
do
want-
that.
That
Just-
Let's Play channel is only a week old.
Right? And I'm,
And it's
damn
got like
it.
9 million views and 780,000.
I want that. I want like Rooster Teeth. Let me be a guy to just
They're
talk about
looking
stuff.
right now for well, not to talk about stuff, but they're looking right now for someone to handle their video production for the stream.
Oh, no,
So
I
you can
don't,
hit
I
all
don't
the
know.
switches. And
That's
stuff.
you. I don't know dick
You
about that. I'm just a guy that I sound
But
nice and people
You
like
sound
it.
nice. Maybe they'll bring you on.
They should. Rooster Teeth. I could bring an extra level of professionalism to your podcast.
It'll give you can then drink on stream.
No, I couldn't because I get blasted. I'm like, oh, I'm so drunk. I'd be like zombie catatonic Hutch. I'd just be like,
Yeah, Lefty, was that a dig at me? Was that a dig at me, Lefty?
I hope he gets that this is all a joke. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. People were pissed at us, well, me and you vicariously through me, that we were, like, ragging on Hutch while
bashing
playing
Hutch.
Trials.
Even though we clearly said it was a joke to him, and he knows. Even Hutch gets accused of these kind of things because I just went back and watched a bunch of his. By the way, I don't know about you. We're not copying because I don't watch any of. I mean, honestly, I don't have time to like watch all of Hutch's videos. But I went through today and I was like, oh, these are really entertaining. I watched a bunch of Hidden with Sark and some Trials, and in one of the descriptions it said, "I'm just joking. I do not get legitimately angry at these people or the game. This is all just for comedy. I'm joking with them. Don't take this serious at all."
Mm-hmm.
And we're no different. We're not serious.
People got insanely bummed.
Calm down.
Like, Lefty, you suck. Hutch did so much better on this than you. Blah, 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 blah. Like, taking it personally. Like, dude, I know I sucked. That was the joke. That I'm bad. And that I was trying to deflect away from my badness by
Lefty
saying
is to Hutch as I am to Nanners when it comes to Trials.
fucking like we're taking SATs now.
Well, Hutch sucks.
Hutch does suck. Long
And
story
then
short,
twins.
fuck Hutch. Except zombie Hutch. Except zombie
No,
catatonic weed
Catatonic Hutch is totally cool.
Hutch. Rasta
Thanks,
Hutch.
Lefty. I hope you come on again sometime when I'm not busy holding this.
Well,
hog.
good. Knowing the real Hutch, you'll be on plenty. You'll always have a spot.
Of course, Lefty.
I hope he knows it's a joke. I hope he does. But
think
Hutch, we
you'll
love
get it.
you. Hutch,
We
I love
do.
you. I love you. They hate you. I love you.
Yeah. I wish you would die.
Me too.
Sincerely.
Wow.
Sincerely,
You know what?
really.
Wow.
probably the beard.
Sincerely.
Seriously. I just
Sincerely.
combined two words right there. That just shows how much I hate you.
Seriously. Okay,
Changing
with
the
that-
English language.
On the other side of a break, we have actual topics we want to talk about. Get in touch with the show, hashtag TNWYC, while we are at break, and we will come back talking about a lot of things. Got a lot of things going on we want to talk about and joke about. You've got I almost said the Lefty Show again.
Man.
Damn it. I'll get it.
Amateur
I'll
hour
get it.
over here.
Shut up. Oh, bite me, you bitch. Kiss a sick monkey's wet ass. Anyway, you've got That's Not Why You Called. Not the Lefty Show. We'll be right back.
Dicks.
Stop saying dicks. Why do you have to make dick jokes?
That's not why you called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
I saw it too. This is why. I see a lot of people ask, like always in the comments, like, why are you taking breaks? Why are you taking breaks? You know, because a lot of people just, they rip it to listen to the audio while they're at the gym or something, which why would you not listen to like an actual podcast like the Joe Rogan Experience or something? That's just piece of shit. But anyway, and then, you know, they're like, they ask about the breaks and if I can remove them. I say, you know, I can't because it's uploaded as a VOD. I have no control over it after it's uploaded. But some people are like, why are they taking breaks? Other people don't take breaks, blah, blah. Aha. Aha. This tweet from Josh Dammit at the Fat Ass Badass. God, that's what? This just keeps getting better and better. This is just better and better all the time. Hashtag TNWYC. That's how you get in touch with the show, by the way. Tweet us. You can also use the comments if you please. Thank God for the break. I had to shit. That's what we're here for. We're here for you.
Yeah, Lefty, I want to thank you for the break, too. I got another a dime bag while we were on break. So
Oh, cool. Rasta Hutch. Thank you, Rasta Hutch.
That's really good, Rasta Hutch.
Do you really need more? Is it really, like, do you really need to...
Man, it's medication, bro. I always need more. Don't judge me.
Oh, that's right. You're out in California. So
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what our people do.
That's I am, of course, Lefty. If you're just joining us, of course, over there is Dr. Chiz at Dr. Chiz on Twitter. Our lovely producer, Katie. She's looking very pretty today, as always. At Little Miss Katie K.
As opposed to every other day, you look like a fucking train wreck.
Whoa! I'm going to punch you in the face when I
I'm
see
just
you.
using your language.
You
You're
can't...
Like, very pretty today. That insinuates every other day she looks
I also
like
no. But you see, you're truncating the sentence there. I added on before the end of the sentence. I said, as always. As always, she always looks very pretty. Anyway, we have...
That's just a way to cover your ass.
You can follow Zombie Catatonically Stoned Hutch at Oh My God It's Hutch and tell him that, already a better guest than Hutch has ever been. I'm saying
right?
I'm
This guy's
putting it
cool.
on record.
Very
I'm
mellow.
marking it down all over the place. Zombie Catatonically Stoned Hutch is so much better.
I dig it. He knows exactly when to chime in.
Mm-hmm. This tweet from Mike says... Again, hashtag TNWYC. Rasta Hutch wouldn't stop talking during the break. Probably should address that.
Dude, you guys, he seriously is a chatterbox during breaks.
Terrible.
It's ridiculous.
Ooh, Rasta Hutch?
Yeah, man, he does not stop yapping. He will talk your ear off.
Let me talk to you about the bands I listened to before I was cool. You guys want to talk about Radiohead?
Here is a list of colors that I like. Starting with blue. I love blue. But,
Catatonic Hutch is
fuck all
already a
the other
thing.
ones.
At Catatonic Hutch is already a thing.
That is an amazing. That's amazing.
I
You
love
are a
it.
dedicated person.
Yes.
Damn it, we should have grabbed that and like used it and stuff.
Oh, please, what would we have done with it? What is
I don't
Dude
know,
Sandwich
just-
doing now?
The Twitter one.
We're gonna say the
it's
dude
in
dude
Marijuana,
sandwich thing
California.
when regular Hutch is back.
What's that?
I said we're gonna cover the dude sandwich debacle when Hutch is back because he doesn't know anything about dude sandwich and what he got himself roped in.
Oh my god.
He
Is
thinks,
that
oh, it's just a
still
lefty
up?
show. Yes, it is for a year.
Brought to you by Dude
Until
for
October.
a year?
Yeah.
We've got a 365-day contract. After that, it's the Dude Sandwich
Oh
show.
my god.
We'll see if we can negotiate our terms, but the same image is still up there too.
It is.
Yeah, I forget I own that site.
How do you forget
I
that you
can't take
own
this
that site?
seriously.
I forget about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I bought that. Am I gonna do anything with it? Probably not.
I still remember I was getting jealous that Katie was looking up gay porn, and she was like, man, these guys are hot. I was like,
No, I wasn't.
yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. You were like, oh, this is nice looking at these guys.
Yeah,
Because you were that. You actually did that job instead of being on the producers
did.
of sound bites for this show.
Totally inappropriate.
Goodness gracious.
I'm sorry.
Man, if any gay like porn producers want that, you know where to reach us.
No.
That's the only reason I own
No,
it. I'm
don't reach
banking.
us.
I am banking on somebody like, yo, can I buy that domain? I really, I took your premise and I applied it. I took two dudes and made a sandwich with the oh, it's brilliant. I just need the domain.
Is there a lot of money in gay
We have
porn?
a backup career. If this doesn't work out, we've got the domain name already.
I'm not going into
We just
porn.
have to work on branding.
I'm not going into porn, dude.
Porn's not going into you.
Oh.
Has porn ever gone into anyone? How does the collective of porn go into anyone
I'm using
or
2 fingers.
anything? Yeah.
finger.
Well, I mean, you got a 2-finger. Yeah. One is just like, hey, to let you
God.
know I'm here, but 2 is
It really depends
2 is
on the
like, I'm
situation.
here to say hello.
If it's first date, 2 is a little rapey.
2's a little much. Yeah, you have to make
use
the
it.
you have to entice them to say add another one. You got to go
Yeah.
1 first date. And
Be
then,
like, yo,
and then when
what's
they're
the
like,
tease?
and then when they're in the
First
throes of
date.
passion and they require you to add another one, then you're like, okay, because you
Well, you
can't
don't
just.
know first date protocol, Katie? Come on, this is all written down in the book.
Okay. I'm sorry.
One finger.
Well, she
It's the
dated a
first
she
date.
dated a shit bag and then chode bag. So
Yeah, they probably didn't have any class. They probably went, oh, here's my fist.
I
Yeah.
hope not.
What? No.
The whole goal there was to make it awkward, and it worked.
That. Yeah.
Lefty,
Speaking
I
of-
hope not.
By the way, speaking of gay porn, first topic for the night.
Well, not gay porn.
He might do gay porn. I don't know. He's a 7-foot
He
black
probably
man who's
could.
gay. Jason Collins is the first active. Well, his season's over, and he's a free agent, and he's a 34-year-old bench warmer of a center in the NBA. So I don't know. Maybe his career is done. But as he is the first,
now.
he's not retired yet. So he is the first active homosexual male athlete in one of the 4 major sports here in America, those being baseball, football, hockey, and basketball.
See,
And-
that's so weird. I didn't know that those were the 4 major ones. Somebody else rambled off to and they always throw hockey in there. I didn't know that was the 4 major.
Yeah, hockey's coming back. Hockey's definitely
Yeah.
coming back. So it wasn't for a while. For a while there, hockey was just like, who gives a shit about hockey?
Yeah.
But no, it's one of the 4 in America and North America.
Yeah.
Europe, of course. I'm not saying it's one of the 4 major sports in the world because I know the Europeans are going to get all.
Good
pains
God,
in
now
this
where else is baseball big? Just like Japan or whatever, China
In Asia, yeah,
for the major
Japan,
leagues.
Korea, Taiwan. I think maybe a little bit in Singapore.
I don't even know if people in Europe play baseball.
No, there's baseball teams all around, but just in terms of how
Not
big it is,
popular.
huge professional leagues. Yeah, Japan
Right.
is after America, but it's a huge thing to finally have someone, an athlete, one of I think right next to NASCAR, because I don't really consider NASCAR like a sport thing. It's more of like
Biggest spectator sport.
no, it's not. It's not. It's really not. It's not because it's anyway.
Really? Because it appeals to the American demographic.
Got Wild Dale Jr. go around them cars, drink my Busch Light. But anyway, next to that,
Wow.
the 4 major sports, the male-dominated sports, and we'll talk about the WNBA and those lesbos in a bit. But
Wow.
oh come on, who doesn't know Brittany Griner, the #1 pick in the WNBA draft?
Oh, I
was
just thought
like,
you were insinuating that everyone that was in the WNBA was a lesbo.
No, but a lot of them are, or not a lot of them. Of more than one, more than none, which is which is the case for the NBA and the MLB and all that stuff. It's huge to have an active athlete say, "I'm homosexual," because the major sports in this country are one of the last bastions of homophobia of just.
And that's what I think is ridiculous, is that it took to 2013 for someone to openly come out.
What-
I think that's a little ridiculous. Like, when did all the other ones come out? Like, people in other big domains, like Ellen, what was that? That was fucking decades ago.
right.
I don't know. Musicians are probably the ones in, different domains that came out way earlier than anyone else.
Yeah.
Elton John and stuff like that.
Yeah, but my question is, or my contention is that they were really, because Ellen in the entertainment business is full of weirdos. It's full of things that are considered, quote, abnormal. It is not unreasonable to find out that an entertainer is gay or has some kind of weird sexual preferences in terms of, I don't know, whatever. They like to get smacked in the ass with a spiked baseball bat. Who knows, right? Or, does a lot of drugs or anything like that. Those kinds of things are more normal than it is in the major sports, where it's a very male, macho, alpha male, alpha dog dominated thing. And to be honest, a lot of athletes are dumb. They're just dumb. They're just dumb, down-grown. They're athletes. That their job is to be athletic. They're not reasoned. They are more often than not probably not very progressive. And the idea of somebody being homosexual probably scares them because they have this completely bigoted and wrong misconception that homosexuals are completely uncontrollable and they'll try to hit on them and bang them and rape them in the locker room. But that's not all the case. Homosexuals are just like anybody else in terms of their sexual drives and being able to control it. And I think they have these misconceptions. You can't really blame them because they're just dumb athletes. But I think that posed a big obstacle to an athlete coming out as openly gay. And also because a lot of the owners are also good old boy idiots that are just like, oh man, that doesn't make no sense to me. I don't like it. I think it was the Dallas Mavericks for the longest time. They wouldn't draft any basketball player. I think it might be it was either the Mavericks or the Utah Jazz. Their owner would interview potential draft picks, and they wouldn't draft anybody that wasn't a professed, I want to say Baptist, some brand of Christian religion.
That sounds like more the latter of the two. That doesn't sound like something Mark Cuban would do.
No. This was in the 70s. This was well before Mark Cuban. But that just gives you an idea of these owners. They're very rich, powerful, more often than not men in corporations. But a lot of them, there's a lot of old money going around there, and a lot of them are just like, I don't like this, and it's just, I
can see people getting fired and contracts revoked if they came out, depending on the owner and what state you're in. Yeah, I can see that, but I just think it's still weird. Like, this. I don't want to say there has to be at least one gay person on every NBA team because there's how many players? Like what, 20 total if you count bench warmers and stuff?
Yeah, about that.
About that. So those odds aren't good, but I mean, there's more than one, and I just think it's weird that it took 2013 to come out. It's sad and disappointing, honestly, that they're that, because it is a fear thing. Otherwise, why would they not come out? They fear to be chastised by their colleagues and who they're playing with, as well as their opponent and as well as the owners, to do exactly what you just, said right there, and you victimize them.
Yep. And Raymond Wilson tweeted us, #TNWYC. That's how you get in touch with the show. Come on, Lefty. The majority of NFL players have college degrees. That's a joke, right?
No, they don't. Even I know that.
Well, no. Some of them many of them probably do.
Good, but not the majority. But what does that have to do?
And even the ones that do, they have degrees in parks and recreation. They have degrees in bullshit majors.
Just because they have a degree doesn't mean anything, though. Right. They got to school and got through that degree because they were on a high school fucking sports scholarship and were babied through college as well as every other educational platform they've been in.
Here's the thing. The guys that in the NFL, way more often than not, went to major big-time college football programs. That's just the major feeder system. And so they did. And I can tell you a thing or two about how big-time athletes are treated in big-time college football and college basketball systems by the coaches, by all the people that surround these athletes and these athletic programs that are meant to keep these athletes doing what they do, which is play their respective sport. The NCAA likes to hide behind this, student athlete. That's bullshit. They're athletes first, students maybe, somewhere down the line, they're athletes.
Degree. Sorry, continue.
This is honest to God true. They have regular 24-hour on-call tutors. They have the tests. They have the tests from the classes that they're taking. These tutors have the tests and can give them to them and can administer them. They can take the tests wherever they want. They don't have to go to class. A lot of them. Some professors are jackasses and they have tenure, and those professors are really not well liked by the coaches. And they also have people that take the tests for them and do the homework for them. That's a thing. It's a thing. It happens. Go to any major university with a major sports program and just hang around. Don't hang around the athletic department. Don't hang around the athletic buildings. Look for where all the athletes go during the day with their backpacks on. Go to that building. Go to the administrative building where all the athletes hang out. That's where you're going to find what they do.
Yeah.
And so the whole degree thing is bullshit.
Well,
They're dumb.
that's
Also,
one of my-
Devin Hester. Listen to Devin Hester. He
My
probably
biggest
has a
pet
college
peeve
degree.
is that they have a degree, therefore they're smart. No, it doesn't. It means that you took the time and money, in athletes' case, someone else's money, to sit through 4 years and do required work, or you had someone else do the work. Once again, in the case of athletes, doesn't mean you're smart by any means. There are plenty of retarded people out there that have fucking degrees. And that's what's annoying about things in the job market. It's like, well, you need this piece of paper. It doesn't have to be in any related field to the position you're applying for, but just have this piece of paper that said you did something for 4 years.
Split Media Labs?
No, not them. No, not them. No degree. They're in the Philippines, lefties, so I think they're a little more liberal on that kind of thing.
Well, I saw the job listing. I
Did
saw
it say
it.
degree?
Yeah, it said any
Oh, did
degree.
it?
said
Oh,
degree.
it did?
You need a bachelor's degree. They don't give a shit what it's in. It could be
Oh,
a fucking
wow.
pottery for all they care.
Yeah, see, that's
as long as you got a little piece of paper, they're like,
But
yeah.
I know people that have been hired for positions. Not going to use names that have they've been hired and they're in a field like, I don't know, programming, or not programming in the sense of coding, but production programming, and they have like a BA in fucking biological sciences or something like that. I'm like, how do you equate those two? That this guy can do this job because he went for 4 years for science or medical related field. How do those? It doesn't matter. It's like, if you have the paper, you're cool, man. We're good. We don't care about experience, just the paper. We're good. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yep. It's shit.
Doesn't mean you're smart.
And there are smart people that have degrees. There are smart people that don't have degrees. Just because you have a degree doesn't necessarily mean that you're smart. And just because you don't have a degree doesn't mean that you're dumb. I mean, there's a lot of nurses that don't have bachelor degrees.
Yep.
And they're they become, well, if they become a nurse practitioner, they kind of have to. But
Yeah, I would hope so.
but they have an idea. People that work in a pharmacy. Do you have to have a bachelor's degree to work in a pharmacy?
No.
No.
So they're the people that sometimes catch doctors fucking up writing bad scripts. Like, wait a minute, this guy's allergic to this. You realize that,
Yeah.
right?
What if you go to a trade school? Does that mean you're retarded all of a sudden?
I am retarded. I'm just retarded just because. What do you think, Zombie Catatonic Hutch? What is your take on it?
Well, man, I thought like school was this big structure by the man, so like, I spent all my college years just smoking up and listening to like Steely Dan because I like to be eccentric, but I don't think the degree means you're smart at all. I mean, look at me, look at Lefty, it's all good in the hood, guys.
It's all good.
It's all good in the hood. You heard it here first.
Got it,
Catatonic
yeah.
Hutch.
Catatonic. Zombie Catatonic Hutch.
Rastafarian religion.
Rastafarian religion.
As opposed to the spaghetti religion and praising the spaghetti monster.
Oh, I saw some of
Sounds
that in the
legit.
comments section of something. Oh, it was in the Chris Broussard thing, where Chris Broussard, getting back to Jason Collins, the first openly gay male athlete in one of the four major sports. It's a
Yeah, what did he
watershed
do?
moment.
That's the only reason I know about it.
He was talking on Outside the Lines. It's an ESPN. It's not their flagship program, but it's the counterbalance to the ESPN craziness because they're all biased towards their favorite teams, whatever. Outside the Lines is supposed to not be that, and they're protected. Chris Broussard went on there and was talking about, and here's the thing, I don't. Chris Broussard made an ass of himself because he said. The big quote was, being gay is an open rebellion to God. And living an openly homosexual life is an affront to God, a constant affront to God, and you're a sinner and you're not a Christian if you are openly gay. But my thing is this, and here's my thing, because we'll get back to Chris Broussard making an ass out of himself and people hiding behind religion to hide their homophobia because they, dudes with washboard abs make them tighten the pants, and they're like, that shouldn't happen. I'm hesitant to completely hate Chris Broussard because at the end of the day, he was asked a question. He said, Jason Collins lists himself as a Christian. What do you, Chris Broussard, as a Christian, feel about that? It wasn't as though Broussard got on the mic and was like, listen, these queers are screwing everything up. And he was asked a very narrow, pointed question, and he answered it. Now, he should have to be responsible for his answers, yes. But I think some people may. I'm not one of those people that are acting like, he just started gay bashing as soon as he got on the air, which he didn't. He was asked a pointed question, a narrow question, and he answered it like an ass, but he was asked the question. Like, could you really like get mad at somebody for answering a question? Like, if you asked a racist, a legitimate racist, not me, I'm not legitimately racist. If you went to a KKK rally and asked a guy wearing a hood, do you like black people? And he said, no, I don't like black people, brr, brr, brr. How mad can you get at that guy for saying at that moment, I don't like black people? Because you asked him the question. I mean, yeah, of course his views are backwards and he's an idiot and he's just a Neanderthal, but you still asked him the question. You still prompted him to relay his inner feelings to you. So
Exactly.
I think there's a fine line. Again, Chris Broussard, I don't know. The whole thing about the Bible, and I try really hard. Do you try really hard not to bash religion sometimes? You don't try? You're just like, fuck religion. Religion sucks.
I try not to. I did that. You can believe what you want. It's all good in the hood. I also think a lot like Catatonic Hutch, but
because you're high. Because you're high and dumb.
Right, exactly.
Well, not high and dumb, but just high.
Yeah, well, I don't have a degree, so obviously I'm a fucking full-blown retard who drools on himself. Anyway,
not as smart as an NFL player. If you don't have a degree, not as smart as an NFL player.
Nope, they're
By the
way
way,
smarter than
to the
me.
guy tweeting me, that's one fucking guy who got drafted out of Florida State with a Rhodes Scholar, who was a Rhodes Scholar. One fucking guy. And yeah, some of the linemen have studied biology and stuff like that. They are the exceptions to the rule. Trust me, please go to a major big-time college football campus and follow some of the players around and listen to them speak. I want some research done on this. Can somebody research, does Devin Hester have a college degree from the University of Miami? Please, because that's my case. If Devin Hester has a fucking college degree, you don't get to talk about anything. Anyway. So but you walk that line.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to, because I think it's a two-way street. Because very religious people, they do the opposite. They don't Bible bash. They, whatever you want to call the equivalency, atheist bash. They're assholes. If you don't believe in what I believe, fuck you and you're wrong. That's what they do. So I'm not like that. I'm like, you can believe what you want, If you get into a fight with me, though, about it, I'm going to point out how retarded you are and whatever it is you're saying. But I'm not going to go out there and fucking attack someone.
Right.
It's only when you start opening your mouth is where we have problems.
And,
Keep thy religion to thyself.
Right. And I don't, here's the thing, because a lot of people have been talking throughout this whole thing, a lot of people have been showing their ass. A lot of people have been coming out saying, well, it's a sin and you can't be, you're going to be judged by Jesus on Judgment Day and it's going to be a sin.
I just picture Jesus with a clipboard.
Right? Like going down like, sorry.
Pass. What? You didn't pray that? No. You're down.
But, my position on it is this, and this isn't just the gay thing, and also the whole gay thing is definitely selective because the Bible says a whole lot of shit, like unequivocally says a whole lot of shit that fundamentalist Christians kind of have to be like, well, you have to consider context and you've got to view it through the lens of the times. It's like, okay, well then what about the whole part about homosexuality? Why don't you apply context to that? Why do you take the scripture literally in that sense, but in the other senses where to take the scripture literally would result in you looking like a complete fucktard, you're like, oh, well, you got to look at the context and stuff. So, yeah.
I agree. I want to point out a tweet by Mike again, Paramagul. He says, waiting for Lefty to come out as the first gay podcaster, and Katie ends up being his cousin. I, too, am waiting for this.
Where is this? Oh, okay, I see it.
It's the third one down. I'm waiting for this, too. Are there any gay... There has to be a gay radio show host, right?
Yeah, of course there's got to be.
I would think.
Gotta be.
I don't know about podcasters.
I don't know.
See, in domains like that, I would think, this comes back out, they have a voice and they want it to be heard. Because they're different. I mean, I don't mean to put a bad stigma on it. So I would think there's got to be a couple gay podcasters and radio show hosts.
Are there any? We're talking about openly gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Openly gay.
Yeah, openly gay.
And that's the only thing they use it for.
Yeah.
You don't say a guy, this is George Carlin, by the way. You don't say someone is openly black. Well, maybe James Brown. Or Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan is openly black. Colin Powell is not openly black. Colin Powell is openly white.
He just happens to be black.
That's a great fucking bit. Oh, God, it's such a great bit. I love you, George Carlin. Why did you have to have bad heart issues?
You know, for someone whose heart went out 3 times and did like 40 years worth of drugs, I'm surprised he made it to 72.
Yeah, because he did definitely a lot of drugs.
And that just proves there's not a God, because he would have struck him with lightning a lot sooner.
Because he also had a bit every time, because he does a tour. Every HBO was the culmination.
Yeah,
of
it was
the
every
tour
2
that he did.
years. Yeah.
He had a bit where he said, if there is a God, may he strike this audience dead. Nope, you're all still here. Must be no God. And he says, but then he continued, if there is
I'm
a
gonna
God,
up the ante.
right? If there is a God, may he strike me dead. See, nothing happened. Wait, now my balls hurt, and now I'm blind.
Blind.
Nope, I'm okay again. Must have been Joe Pesci. Because anyway, God,
If you know the content, he prays to Joe Pesci.
he does pray to Joe Pesci.
Joe
Because
Pesci
he
straightened
worships
that
the sun.
cocksucker out in one visit.
He prays to the sun. Well, prayed because he did. He prayed to the sun, or he worshipped the sun, but he didn't pray to the sun.
Yeah.
He prayed to Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci could get things done. But
He looks like a guy that could get things done. And he's a good actor.
on the other side of a break, we're going to be talking a little bit more. Can somebody do some research during the break? I want to hear about openly. I want to see if there's like an openly gay podcaster or radio. There's got to
Patty
be.
found some.
Okay, so Katie's got it on the other side of this break, and we're going to talk about. Let's start thinking about maybe you applying that to YouTube and talking a little bit more about this. And also some fun stuff on the way. I promise you're gonna laugh your balls off at some of these stuff we have lined up. Catatonic Zombie Hutch, you look like you got something to say.
420 blazing, man. Let's go. I need a break. I gotta go fill up new water in this fucking glass pipe I got here.
The Lefty Show. We'll be right back.
Blaze it.
That's not why you called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
Anyway, welcome back to That's Not Why You Called. I fucked up the outro. Going to break. Damn it. I was so proud of it, too, because we waited, and then you wrapped up what you were saying, and I was waiting, and I was like, it's the Lefty you got the Lefty Show, we'll be right back. And I called it the Lefty Show, and that's not why you called. Thank you to everybody letting me know on Twitter of my gaffe. I am sorry. My apologies. That's how bad the branding is of this show / YouTube in general. But if you want to get in touch with the show, hashtag TNWYC is how you get in touch with us. We were talking when we went to break on That's Not Why You Called, Not the Lefty Show. We such an idiot. I'm so dumb. Anyway, we were talking a little bit about Jason Collins, the first openly homosexual male athlete in one of the 4 major sports. Somebody asked me an interesting question on Twitter. They asked, "What do you?" This is from EU CalStar 12. Sorry, EU CalStar 12. My bad.
Wow.
Sorry.
12 is important. There's 11 other accounts.
Right, exactly. So, what do you think about people putting Jason Collins on the same level as Jackie Robinson? And that's been a huge thing. Jackie Robinson, the first man to break the color barrier, although he wasn't going to be first. There was a guy who was going to be before Jackie Robinson. I believe he got hurt. So he couldn't be brought up. Jackie Robinson actually was. They might have covered it in the movie. I don't know. Here's the thing. Jackie Robinson, for an entire race of Americans, set the standard. Broke the oppressive race of people.
Yeah.
Broke the mold. Broke that oppressive barrier. And he went he went through a lot of hair-raising things in his path to that, and also after he did it. So no, Jason Collins isn't Jackie Robinson, because I don't think Jason Collins is going to have to worry about people coming to his place of work.
Throwing bricks through his windows.
Right,
like
throwing bricks through his... Well, I don't know. Some fucking crazy-ass fundamentalist
I'm not saying
Christians
it's not
might do it.
possible, but look at the times and
Right.
look at the differences in the hate.
Right,
You know?
and and he doesn't have to worry about people coming to his place of work, the arena, to kill him. They had to actually worry about that with Jackie Robinson. So no, I don't think it is on the same level as Jackie Robinson in terms of fallout, but I think in terms of, and maybe not as in terms of magnitude either. I don't know demographically how many homosexuals there are in the world / in the United States versus how many black people there are. But that's just a sheer numbers thing. There are definite, legitimate comparisons and parallels to be drawn. To say that, he's not as good as Jackie Robinson at breaking oppressive barriers is just a bullshit straw man. Nobody's trying to say that he's better than Jackie Robinson, just that it is very similar in some respects, many respects even, to what Jackie Robinson went through and dealt with.
Yeah, but the degrees are different.
Yeah, the degrees may be a little bit different, but Jason Collins might have to deal. I mean, you've already got
now, if he dies, you definitely will have Westboro Baptist on his grave protesting God hates NBA players.
Yeah, you've got the Westboro Baptist.
You will have that.
No, they already started protesting. They protested the Oklahoma City game yesterday, the Oklahoma City playoff game. Hold on, it gets better, though. Like 6 people showed up. Like 6 of those crazy Westboro Baptist motherfuckers showed up. And they protested, I believe they said they were going to protest the Nets-Bulls game in Chicago. Which, when I heard that, I heard it today when I was working out, because I listened to my favorite sports radio show on a one-day delay because of their podcast schedule. So I was listening today while I was working out to yesterday's show. And if anybody's interested, it's Boers and Bernstein on Sports Radio 670, The Score in Chicago.
That's super cool. I'm going to tune into that sometime, man.
Zombie Catatonic Hutch, you don't like sports. You probably like sports less than the real Hutch.
Yeah, but dude,
unless you're actually Jamaican and Rastafarian, then maybe you like, I don't know, sprinting.
I like to play the cricket, man.
bobsledding, maybe. Most people say, they can't believe Jamaica. We have a bobsled team. We have the one Deris, and the one Junior, and the
God
one
bless John
Sanka.
Candy.
The fastest of Jamaican sprinters. Look out the world. Here comes Jamaica.
You know that way too far in
I
depth.
fucking loved that movie when I was growing up. That was a great movie. Sanka, you dead, man? Yeah, man. He had his little egg. It was a great movie. John Candy.
No, it is. John
Rest in
Candy's
peace.
amazing, which is why it makes me sad you haven't seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That is one of the most iconic movies of all time with Steve Martin and
I
John.
love that movie.
I've seen it. What are you talking about?
Oh, then maybe
Awkward.
Hutch hasn't seen it.
I don't
I
think-
brought it up before here, and someone was like, I didn't see it. I'm like, how the fuck is that possible?
No, I've definitely seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That used to be on like
It's always
permanent
on.
Saturday, Sunday rotation on TNT.
TNT.
It was
Sometimes
on.
TBS.
Yeah, it was on TNT like all the time. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
I
an
watched
amazing movie.
it. It was good.
Once
John
again,
Candy is a
John Candy, Chris Farley, the fat
Who
one.
was he? Have we covered this on the show? Who was he in Home Alone?
Oh, he was the guy who had
He
the
was the
band who
polka,
had the
yeah,
truck.
the polka thing and the rider
polka.
truck. But
I'm
what
the
was it?
polka
What was
champ.
the thing? The Polka King. He's
Yeah,
like
he's the polka king.
right, but it was a name, and his band had a name. I don't know. Tweet us #TNWYC.
now.
She's looking
Hold
it up
up.
right now because we
Hold
can
up.
hear
Okay.
the keyboard. Need to get you.
I forgot he was in that movie until because I've seen those Home Alones again pretty
Mm-hmm.
recent within the last couple of months. Good movies.
Yeah.
Hold up. Still think 3 is my favorite though.
Diamond Sarah tweeted us again #TNWYC. It's how you get in touch with us. Do you think it matters that Jason Collins, came out? It's sort of irrelevant in what he does. I think he shouldn't have come out. No,
It doesn't matter if it's relevant to what he does or not.
right. We're talking about the precedent that it sets, the message that it sends. Jason Collins has forever, since he's been in the NBA, liked men. He has been sexually attracted to men. That hasn't changed one iota since his announcement. It hasn't changed at all, so that's not the purpose of it.
He's probably been wanting to come out since high school when he was playing ball, but he
even-
was smart enough to know if I announce that I'm like this,
Mm-hmm.
I will not have a career.
It's about the idea, at least for me. I don't know what it is for him. For him, it's a very personal decision, but I applaud him for it. For me, the way I interpret it is it's about sending a message to one of the last refuges of homophobia. Of
Yeah, even the military
acceptable-
was before it.
right. Well, the military, don't ask, don't tell.
I mean, Diamond Last
Yeah.
Hotel, but I mean, still, it has a voice.
I can respect at least. I can get kind of the idea behind don't ask, don't tell. I guess.
It's been revoked.
But the whole, the major sports accepted homophobia, accepted, there's clips of, I forget who it was. He was on a radio show. It was a while ago, a long time ago. Basketball player asked about a gay teammate, and this was on a radio show, like I believe it was the Dan Le Batard show. I want to say it was Dan Le Batard.
course.
He was asked about Le Batard asked this guy about a gay teammate, and he said, "No, I hate gay people. It's wrong. They shouldn't do that. I hate gay people." This last NFL playoffs, you had a player from the yeah. No, there is in the NFL.
They're not. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you were going NFL.
Oh,
I was
no,
just
yeah,
saying, No, they're trying to steal our team,
Oh, yes, that's right.
and we are spending a ridiculous amount of time and money to make sure they do not go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all local news is we're raising $4 billion or whatever to make sure Sacramento Kings stay here and don't go to Seattle. And two things: why does Seattle want Sacramento so much, and why do we give a fuck so much? Because the goddamn team is awful.
Oh, yeah, the players hate it, too. The players wanted to go to Seattle. They're like,
Yeah,
please,
because
take us
they're-
to Seattle.
Yeah,
No more Sacramento.
they're
They
not
hate
the
it.
Kings of the '90s. They're fucking awful.
No, but yeah, I think that's the interesting thing about the whole.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with his career or his job. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. It has nothing to do really.
That's like the equivalent. You could say randomly announcing you like pizza has nothing to do with your job. But it's something a part of your life.
right.
You know.
I was going to ask before we went to break, are we ready for a gay YouTuber? You think that could be handled? Now, I don't mean because there's probably an openly gay YouTuber
Oh yeah.
that does something or some things. Why do you, Katie? You say, "Oh yeah," like you know
Because
firsthand. Who's
well,
openly
yeah,
gay?
I know I follow some.
Are they big?
There's one. His name is Ask Kingsley. He's like huge.
Okay.
He's just a big, boisterous, gay black
Flamboyant.
boy.
Oh, he's gay and black.
Yes.
So he's
Okay.
hitting two birds with one stone. Because it was funny, I was watching Daystorm's Draw My Life thing, and he's like, I'm going to be the biggest black guy on YouTube. That was his goal, and he did it for a while.
Yeah.
But, what was I going to say? Alright, if that's the case, then let's just talk gaming domain.
Yeah, I'm thinking more gaming because the YouTube stuff like that is
Yeah.
more I don't know, accepting, I
Open to
guess.
it.
But do you think this community, this society, this community thing we have right now is ready for a gay YouTuber, like a gay gamer YouTuber? Sorry, I should say that. A gamer, if you will.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. With the
Yeah.
puns over here, this fucking guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Props. That was a good one.
Yeah, stream had a little hiccup there. I don't know what it is. I see some dropped frames on
Yeah,
my
just
XSplit.
refresh.
I don't know if that's a YouTube issue in receiving the streams. I know drop frame. The bitch about streaming is that drop frames are bad,
It's probably XSplit.
right? But there's any drop frames are bad. They make the stream look like shit. Everything lags. The bright. But there's any number of causes for drop frames. It could be your computer's lagging. It could be you have a
Which that one's out because we're not playing video games.
right. We're not playing video games. This is just a very simple stream. It could be you're getting DOSed.
No.
Couldn't be that. There would be other effects. It could be XSplit. It could be the streaming program having issues, having a hiccup, just a little blah.
That's the one.
And that's
It
the
just
one
happened to work out.
XSplit.
I thought you were going to 4.
Right.
but-
As soon as I renew my license too, in the middle of a stream, they're just like all over
Yeah,
your
no,
face.
that's why I haven't used it in a while. It just randomly drops frames, like a good deal, like not like 3 what you do.
No,
Like,
I'm
however
at
many, 20.
809 right now.
Oh, wow, so it is doing to me. Okay, yeah, I had that a couple weeks back. When I
But
streamed,
sometimes
I'm
it could be where you're trying to stream to. I remember for a long time,
Yeah, the server.
I was I called Comcast. I gave those people such a red ass all the time. By the way,
Dude.
thank you to everybody that letting me know Devin Hester does not have a degree, but he was close. He was fucking
I'm not even kidding about this. If you want shit to get done, do what I did when Modern Warfare 3 came out. I was streaming a shit ton. Fucking find someone at Twitter, or like I found. a guy on
one of
Twitter,
those
he'll do
Comcast
everything.
help guys
Yeah,
on Twitter.
one of them is really good. He'll do as much as he can and he can see things on their end. But if you just get enough hype and people tweeting at Comcast, like actual Comcast, they called me, like someone very high up in there, and said, "Just please stop bashing our name on your social media platform." And then the issue was fixed after like a couple days of that. And this was an issue that I didn't have stable internet. It would just cut off all the time for like 3 weeks. And that actually happened. It was so funny. So rally the troops.
But you see, here's the thing. I gave him such a red ass. I made videos about it because I was streaming and dropping frames all the time. Couldn't do it. I just couldn't stream. I was trying to stream from Chicago to the default Twitch servers in San Francisco.
That's it.
That was my issue. That was
Yeah.
that was the first point of contact between my internet and Twitch's internet was from me to San Francisco. When they have
That's probably
servers all
my
over the
issue,
country.
too. They
And
have
I
servers
changed it
everywhere.
and fixed it. It had nothing to do with Comcast. It was just me being an idiot. But I had spent weeks calling Comcast.
But
and
so
giving
many
those
people
a
don't
red
know
ass.
that you can change the server you're pinging.
I didn't know. Yeah, I had
But
no
that's just
idea.
my default. That's the closest one to me, and because so many people have it on default, it's probably
Right.
not even just because I'm close. It's because everyone by default is pinging to that one, so even I have to switch sometimes.
Yeah. So we apologize for that minor hiccup. We're getting word now that it is
I'll go
all
in the
good.
hood.
It's all good in the hood, Lefty.
Oh, if people want to talk about college degrees and stuff, look up Tyler Hansbrough, Chicken Little. That guy, number one, has a college degree from North Carolina and also was lauded as a basketball player for being a 4-year athlete and his studies for being as studious as he was with regards to academics. Google it, Tyler Hansbrough, Chicken Little. Or Tyler Hansbrough reads Chicken Little.
That's a good one, Lefty.
I spilled coffee
Thanks.
on myself.
Thanks, chronically
Good job.
I used to do that so
chronically
much
stoned Hutch.
over like Xbox Live, and people would believe it.
Oh, if you just suck in water?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty good. I added the lighter for better cosplay.
Oh, no, I thought you were doing it. I was at first, I was like, dude, okay, just because we're making fun of Hutch smoking weed doesn't mean you have to actually light up on the stream, you dumbass.
Gotta get into character.
But then you didn't do it, so
It's a profession.
we're all good. But
What were we talking about?
oh, somebody
gay YouTuber.
somebody said FPS Brian was an openly gay gamer YouTuber, a gamer.
But that's not fair.
That's such a fucking thing. Oh
That's
my
not
god,
fair.
gamer
You
is
know
such
who
a
FPS
thing.
Brian is, though, right?
No,
Okay.
I don't. So explain it to
Let's
me.
just say he's a close relative of FPS Russia.
Oh,
So that's what I'm saying. It's not really fair to say that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an actual guy because everybody
Yeah.
for a while there was putting FPS on their shit. Everybody was like,
I
FPS
think there's
this,
like
FPS
one or
that.
two videos involving FPS.
FPS
Brian.
McDuck. Is that Rich?
Yeah,
FPS?
you know,
He
they're the
hates
same
that.
family.
It's the funniest thing. He
I haven't
fucking
heard that in forever.
hates it. No, Kyle hates it when you bring up FPS McDuck. He's like, "Fuck you, fuck you." Like,
Oh, no. It was very rampant when it started out. I was listening that far back in 2011 or whatever, or 2010.
Mhm.
It was so fucking funny. He get legitimately mad.
Yeah. So, looks like somebody. I think the guy that was very cordial again in disagreeing with me about college or players having degrees and being smart. I think that guy just Googled Tyler Hansbrough reads Chicken Little. It's bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. If I wasn't worried about copyright stuff, I'd play it on the show.
Apparently, there's a viewer's mom who says that myself and Lefty are attractive.
Who the hell says that?
A viewer's mom. Somebody tweeted us, and that's what they said. Austin Venable 13 says, "Haha, my mom just Lefty and Chiz are good looking. God damn it! Hashtag facepalm."
But he failed at the hashtag.
I know. Why did you put a space there? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not gonna judge.
I don't know. Katie,
Mom has good taste.
Katie,
What?
your thoughts?
My thoughts?
Your thoughts on a mom finding us attractive?
Well, she's half right.
Wow, that was fucking mean.
Nice. Wait, who you're talking about me, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
Just making sure. Uh-oh, Chiz is frozen. Chiz, why are you frozen?
I'm not.
He's
There
not
you are.
frozen over me.
Oh, it's just my Google.
I froze it just for you, Lefty.
You did? You dick.
Yeah.
Now you're back. I don't know why it does that. But Katie, you're not upset at all that there's another mom out there that finds
You should be.
you
She's
attractive?
trying to. She said both of us, which means she's kind of infringing on Dude Sandwich territory.
And she's also trying to
trying
take
to-
your man.
Push.
Oh, no,
do about
she's
that?
not.
What do you mean she's not?
Dude, you gotta add a snap to that. I know she's not.
She's not what? She's not going to take your man?
No.
I can be your hero, baby.
Really?
I can kiss away.
Oh my gosh.
Stand by
Chiz,
you
please stop trying to
forever.
serenade.
Serenade.
What do you-
Serenade.
Cyanide.
It's a chemical derivative of cyanide.
Of cyanide.
Okay.
yeah.
Your singing was so bad I wanted to kill myself.
It's the on the shelf version.
But please stop serenading Katie. But okay,
was
so
you.
now here's the thing. I know some people want to say Optic Midnight, and I wanted to talk about this for sure. Being an openly gay
And this
YouTuber.
is what we talked about this before as a topic, and even I got confused because I'm like, there is no openly gay YouTuber, and he's like Optic Midnight. I'm like, oh yeah, my mind wasn't thinking there. I was thinking dudes.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like there's a different stigma.
And there is. I mean, like it as bad as it is, as it may or may not be, that Optic Midnight being openly gay, which she is, or she's openly bisexual, which means she's openly gay, I guess. That's the other thing I'm wondering is bisexuality, is that the choice thing? Can you choose to be bisexual if your genes or whatever
I really
it is
feel
that
you got to swing towards one way more, and the other one is just kind of. I
It
still
usually
like
is.
this.
It usually
that's a truth, because homosexuality, researchers believe and studies show, isn't a choice. It's a product of genetics and what did this start? It starts with an E. The thing that turns certain genes on or off.
Turn on the gay genes.
Yeah. There are what Katie, what are you giggling about?
Just someone, I guess, looked up dude sandwich and they're like, I just pissed myself.
Don't go dude sandwich. Don't do it.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm wondering about bisexuality, if that's like a choice, you know, if your genes, you are homosexual because of your there was a gene that wasn't turned on or off. It has something to do with it. There's legitimate
I
studies
feel
into
like
it.
that is also higher in women than it is in men.
But-
Bisexuality.
Also, there's a, you know, as bad as it is that she's not, that's not really, that escapes a lot of people, or maybe you can view it as a good thing. I think there's a stigma surrounding, you're right, Chiz, around a male being gay as opposed to a female being gay, which I don't know, feminists probably hate the shit out of that, but there is, because when guys think of gay females, what do they think of right now? Porn. You're thinking
Girls
of
Gone
porn.
Wild.
Don't lie to me. Don't tell me you're thinking of
I was
hot
thinking
chicks
of a
eating muff.
lumberjack in a flannel shirt.
Well, that's because you're just a douchebag.
That's the dyke in hardware shop.
But when you think of gay women, when you think of when I say lesbian, because gay, if you think of a gay woman, you're thinking of probably more often than not a butch woman. But if you think of lesbians, hot chicks going at it, and
So nice.
we are in a male-dominated world, and as wrong as that may be, that you know, the magnitude of her just being like, yeah, I'm gay, deal with it, isn't. Gosh, I feel bad saying this because I feel like I'm, you know, we have to face reality that the male men, especially a lot of the adolescent males that are in this community they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, lesbian, yeah. But if a male were to do it,
it would be a whole different ballpark.
it's like, oh my god, you're gay, and that's weird.
And I don't think that's wrong in saying, because it's a double standard, just like that same reasoning. Like, you know, guys, girl, hot. Girls do not, for the most part, most of them do not think a dude on dude porn is awesome. With the exception of Katie, obviously, you know, she looks that up in her spare time.
No.
But, so it's a
better
double
not.
standard, and it's the same way towards, you know, belligerent hate.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything's black and white,
It's true.
but it don't matter if you're black or white.
And so, it's Michael Jackson. Does anybody else find that funny that he came out with that song that was his hit right after he had the skin thing?
Mm-hmm. I thought that was great timing.
Like, by the way, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, because I'm crazy and I try to make myself white. Somebody said on Twitter, you can reach us #TNWYC, by the way. Midnight is accepted. That's true, but Midnight still gets a lot of hate. Midnight still gets people like attacking her for being gay. And
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not for the fact that she's gay. It's just that for
It's
whatever
something
reason
they can attack.
they don't like that she's an optic. They don't like that she has a more successful stream than they do. They don't like that she has a more successful YouTube channel than
So it's
they
not
do.
primarily because she's
No,
gay.
No,
It's
it's
just
not
a
because
vice.
she's gay, but she gets attacked or she gets attacked about being gay.
Right. They use that as ammunition for it.
Uh-huh. And it's weird because I think,
Hey
you know,
guys, we just hit 420 active viewers.
Yeah, man.
420 blazing, bro.
bro, everybody like the stream. I appreciate liking the videos.
Paintball Kitty is gay, someone said.
Is she gay?
Yep. She's gay and married with a man.
How does that work?
She is more. She's gay, but she's also a little bi.
Then she's bi. There's
Yeah.
no, like, kind of one way,
Okay, I
kind of
guess.
not.
She's really gay.
Okay. But my thing is that for a community, I mean, a lot of us, like if you polled the gaming community in terms of political views, there would be a definite a lean to the left, wouldn't there be? Don't you think?
I would think so. But
Just an overall
regardless-
lean to the left.
Yeah, but regardless of how they view, it's still gonna get a lot of hate, just like anything. Just like, oh, he's black, I can attack him for being black. they may think in that mindset, but like you said, in the case of Optic Midnight, they're just gonna hate because of those things they've got attached to them.
Okay.
I think people would jump. I mean, I think a great number of people would jump on board and support the person, but you're gonna have a voice almost just as loud hating on them as well.
Right. Because you're talking about a community in which everybody's a faggot that does, I don't know, things that other people don't like. You're a fag, you're a faggot, go die fag, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a lot of that bullshit. And so it's weird that people that, that would otherwise seem to rally around that kind of idea would in this instance be so just insensitive about it. Insensitive, I think, is the word I'm looking for. I think they're a little bit insensitive about it.
Sensitive.
Was that Katie?
No, it
That was
wasn't
me.
me. I know, disappointment.
Was it Katie? Come on now.
Katie, you have one job. Other than to look pretty. Which you're doing fantastically.
shit.
Which you're doing
Right.
fantastically, by the way.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, come on. How many times do I have to say that you are exquisitely
Katie
beautiful
looks like
on the
one of
show?
Girls on the side of my bong. It's funny.
What?
Thank you, Catatonic Hutch, for
Thank
chiming
you,
in there.
Catatonic Hutch. You know what? Catatonic Hutch, by the end of the show, he's just going to be blazed out. Is that a term?
He may just be dead.
Maybe
too.
dead? I don't know. No, he's got some life in those red evil eyes of his, I think. And his Rasta hat.
We'll see.
Anyway, on the other side of the break, we got a few funny topics lighten up the show as we close in on the end of That's Not Why You Called. Yes, got it. The second episode. On the other side of this break, we got a few more things. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Bye.
That's not why you called. Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
Welcome back. That's not why you called. We are in the home stretch. We thank you and love you for being with us for this long. And as always, would appreciate and love everybody that leaves a like on the stream or the VOD if that's your thing. If you're watching it right now, we would appreciate it. When we left off, we were talking about the prospect of openly gay YouTubers. And it's, I don't know. I would hope in my heart of hearts that this community would be accepting of somebody like that, of a male doing it, because I think we've established that a male, there's a for better or worse, probably worse, there's a weird stigma surrounding males being homosexual as opposed to females. And maybe that's how it is. Maybe it's just how you frame it. Maybe if you just say, that female is gay or that female is homosexual as opposed to that female is a lesbian. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the only thing. I don't know. But I think in our society, at least, there's a definite disconnect between female homosexuality and male homosexuality, which, I don't know. Maybe that'll get fixed in the coming decades. Who knows? But I think it would be interesting. I would hope that people would rally around it. Catatonic Hodge wouldn't. Hates them. Hates gays.
Yeah, man, I hate the they try to steal my weed, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna butt fuck me. Go away. This is my weed.
This Catatonic Hutch guy on Twitter is just going crazy.
Dude, the photos he are tweeting out are awesome.
What is it? And on his Twitter page, it's my name's Hutch.
California.
Right, he's from Marijuana, California, and the bio says, "My name's Hutch. I make videos, put them on the internet, then get high and miss podcasts."
But he doesn't. Regular Hutch does. Catatonic Hutch is
Catatonic Hutch is here. He's here. What's up, bro?
I resent what that guy put on Twitter because my worst half is the one not here. I'm obviously right here for you guys, so I'm gonna blaze it, and you guys do whatever you want from me.
You are here for us. You are here for us.
He is
Catatonically stoned Hutch, and we love you for it, and we love you for being around here.
I do too.
And it's amazing that you can hold that position that long. The same position you've been in.
Hey, they don't call him Catatonic Hutch because he's up jumping around and shit. All right.
That's true. That's very true.
He lives up to his name.
That's true. He does. He holds that very well. He's like overly attached girlfriend.
Oh God.
Her ability
that
to hold
so
that
creepy.
face. But
she creeps me out.
God, Katie's gonna get mad at me.
What?
She's charming and cute.
She look at her. She's mad.
No, I'm not.
Yo, first the mom, now this.
Because I don't want to say it, because then that's like a down payment on her being like, yeah, this dude's hot. And I don't want to deal with that. It's like Michelle Jenicky. Anytime I bring up Michelle Jenicky.
Like now?
Game fucking over. I'm not bringing her up. I'm not saying that. I'm looking at pictures of Michelle Jenicky.
Is she that one chick you always bring up?
Yes.
The
I don't always bring her up. She's this Australian sprinter.
Yeah, exactly. I know who she is just because you've brought her up so many fucking times.
Why are you laughing, Katie?
Get in!
What the hell is wrong with you?
The side ear tags.
Stop fucking with
them.
him.
Off, and then I couldn't get back in the hole. That's never happened.
Well, there's
before.
no need to.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Never happened with me, except when I'm drunk.
That's what I said.
Then I don't miss the hole. I just find a new one.
Okay.
On point.
So good.
On point. What is Catatonic Hutch's full Twitter handle? It's at what?
Catatonic Hutch.
At Catatonic Hutch. All right. People are probably gonna need some help spelling that, but you guys can figure it out.
If you can't spell catatonic, you must
like
be
time
catatonic.
zones. I made everybody figure out their own time zone tonight.
No one will figure out their own time.
No, some guy did it. He actually went and figured out every relevant time zone.
How?
I don't.
Did he just use Google like a normal person should do if they don't know what fucking time zone they're in?
Yeah,
exactly.
Probably, and he did it, and I was like,
Basically.
"Fuck yeah, this dude's getting a retweet." Hell yeah, because everybody.
I hate
What time is that in bumfuck wherever the fuck I'm from time zone? Like,
They probably think if you cross the international date line, you are in fact time traveling.
But
Those kind of people.
here's the thing. There's a reason I give you the Central Time Zone. There's a region. There's a region. A reason. It is a region, right?
Yeah.
But there's a reason I say CST, so that
CDT.
you
Right.
CDT, whatever. Kiss my balls.
Wow.
There's a so that you can take it and transform it into whatever time zone you're in. Not my job.
That's the reason? Well, you could do that with any time zone, though. Your reason is it's your time zone.
Well, right.
Right,
Yeah.
so people can translate it to their time zone so they know what time the...
Well, I'm just saying that he said there's a reason he picked CDT, and I'm like, well, you could apply that same reason for EDT or PDT.
Well, right, but if I chose 7 p.m. EDT, that would be a different time zone than what it is now. That would be a different time. The
No,
show
I'm
would be
saying you
happening.
could just change it. Be like, yo, it's on at
But why would I change it?
EDT. I'm just saying you said
You're
there
an
was a
idiot.
reason. I really thought there was an
Oh, goodness
amazing
gracious.
reason. Like, CDT is so
No, the
important,
reason
because
was-
all the television units use this when they
No,
announce
the
something.
reason was there's a reason why I give you this time. Okay, fine. Why I give you a time zone. There. You fucking happy?
That works.
Why I give you a
'Cause you
time
made
zone?
CDT feel special when you
Screw
said
it.
that.
Fuck it. I'm doing it in Hawaii time next time.
That's a bitch, because that one's a fucking hour behind West Coast.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm giving the show in that time zone. I'm
Gonna
like,
throw a lot
Use
of
mountain.
people
No one
off.
lives in the mountain time zone.
nobody gives a fuck about mountain time.
No one lives there.
No. Yeah, but so anyway, nobody asked me. Everybody.
Being on the West is way easy with time zones because it's always adding hours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to do extra math.
Yeah, but when you fly anywhere east, you're losing a bunch of hours. So
Yeah, but when you fly back home, you're getting those hours back.
yeah, but don't you want to have extra hours at your destination?
I want more hours when I come home to sleep.
Whatever. All right. Anyway,
It's also longer to fly west than it is to fly east.
okay.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna talk about arbitrary things, we're just gonna bring that up too. You're like,
Talk
you
about
lose
your
hours.
arbitrary thing. Tell us a story about the dude that punched an ice cream lady in the
Oh
face.
my god, where I remember what the story is. Like 59-year-old guy. I
Read the
forget
damn
where.
article. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm gonna read the whole article. Where were
It's,
they?
what are you talking about? A whole article. Hold on. Quote, a Long Island man has been arrested after he allegedly punched an ice cream worker for not accepting an expired coupon. William Hotz sent a message loud and clear to the world that day. I may scream, but you will always scream longest and loudest when you deny my ice cream coupon. Nassau County Police say Hotz, 59, went to the Carvel ice cream store located on Dutch Broadway around 11:30 a.m. and ordered an ice cream cone for $3.50. After he got the cone, he handed 55-year-old Joan Zhu, who owns the store with her husband, an expired coupon for, quote, one free ice cream cone. She told him he couldn't use it, and he walked out of the store without paying. She chased him, and Hotz allegedly proceeded to punch her in the face several times.
For those that don't
Resulting-
know, Nassau, I didn't know this till just now, but I can see this happening on a more current basis because Nassau County is in Long Island, New York. So you do not fuck with a New Yorker trying to get his goddamn free ice cream. Especially a
Resulting-
59-year-old man.
Resulting in a cut and a swelled lip. And the mugshot of the guy is just great because he's just like, what do you want
Yeah,
from
I
me?
don't give a fuck. Yeah, I want my ice cream.
Bitch
And he
is
also
trying to-
allegedly punched and like assaulted.
Right, because her husband came out like, why are you punching my wife in the face over an ice cream cone? And he punched him in the face, too.
And that's what's funny because he really didn't end up paying for that ice cream cone. So not only was he charged with, he was charged with resisting arrest, and I also assume assault would be added, but they didn't say that in the
It
article.
said robbery and resistance.
I know that's the funny one I'm bringing up, but I mean, you got to put assault in there too because he beat the shit out of two people. But the funny one is the robbery one because he did commit a robbery. He stole like $1 ice cream cone.
$3.50.
Oh my!
Well, yeah, but that's
God.
overhead. How much of that is overhead? We're talking
Yeah,
unit
seriously.
costs here. What are you making an ice cream cone per unit? Really?
Fuck, the margins on that profit must be insane. How much does it cost to make ice cream? What's the wholesale on that ice cream? Like what, $1? Come on.
No, that's
Probably not even.
acting like they can. But the funniest part was the punching multiple times, repeatedly in the face. Because this wasn't like, what are you doing, crazy lady? Get away from me, punch in the face, I run away. It
Yeah.
was, oh, okay, you want to fight now? Bam, 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 I'm punching this broad in the face.
And
What
she
do you-
didn't even do anything. She just walked up. I could see. I'm gonna say it because it's gonna sound bad. I could see this man assaulting this woman to this degree had she ran up and like smacked the ice cream cone out of his hand. Then it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But she just ran up to him.
Yeah, she just ran up to him. And he just turned around like, oh, maybe he was waiting for the fight.
I've been asking for this.
Oh, yes. No, punch
Finally.
this chick in the face
A
multiple
legitimate
times.
reason to beat the shit out of a woman. Yes.
No. Look at that guy's mugshot. That is not the first time he's beaten the shit out.
Oh, no. He just gives no fucks. He's like, yeah, I did it. Convict me.
Like, whatever. She was trying to take my fucking ice cream.
She didn't take my coupon. I took away half her eyesight.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What a
man.
guy. And also, we were talking about people being overly sensitive earlier in the show, talking about copying. Jim Gaffigan got in some shit. God. This is on Twitter. Jim Gaffigan, he's a comedian. And people went nuts over this. Like, hating him, hating Jim Gaffigan for what he said and calling him, all sorts of nasty things. Completely, like, forgetting the fact that he's a comedian and this sort of shit is his job.
But you think of something like, what is it? Who the hell does it? Who can't think? The Aflac commercials and the
yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
He got fired for that, and rightfully so, I guess, because he is representing a company and a brand. But even people on Twitter, on just like a regular consumer
Right,
basis,
after the
did
tsunami,
not
right?
get that up in arms over this, and that was a tragic event. This was,
But that was
joke.
that was the tsunami, right? That was
Yes, it was the tsunami. His joke
and that's his job as a comedian, is to push
Yeah.
boundaries and to joke and to make light of things for the easier consumption of others. So Jim Gaffigan tweeted this on his Twitter. You can follow him at Jim Gaffigan. Go send him some love because he needs it. Says, quote, "Ladies, I hope getting your nails done feels good because not a single man notices you got them done." Unquote. Which is kind of that observational humor, like,
Yeah.
guys routinely don't notice shit like that.
You can apply the same thing to hair, anything like that.
Exactly. And this guy was crucified.
You know, most of these women, or most of these haters, have to be feminists or sympathize with feminist views because the way they're coming at it is exactly like we don't do our nails just for a man. We do them for us. You're crazy if you think I do them for a man. I do them for me. All right, that's why I get.
And they
my
sound
nails
exactly
done.
like that too.
They do.
sound like a dude like that, like
Exactly, like from the Bronx with a butch haircut.
And like that's his job. He's a comedian. You don't like his jokes, that's fine. But this was simply not offensive. Katie,
No.
are you offended by it as a woman, especially a
No.
woman that has recently gotten her nails done and broken one of them?
Yeah.
Did you get it fixed?
No. not
Did
yet.
you notice?
I
Lady?
told him,
She kind of told me, so I
See?
hadn't
but
noticed.
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to. No.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Well, I would
It
have
was
noticed
funny.
with you rasping them, and it's getting picked up by fucking satellites, like the high pitch frequency. Yeah, I would have noticed, like, oh, you got your nails done.
The only reason I know she tweeted it.
Yeah, of course you.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Like 3 days ago or whatever. And it was funny because he didn't. I don't like when comedians say something and then they apologize. Like,
Yeah.
no, stand your ground. You're a comic. And he didn't. It was funny how he worded it. He's like, I apologize for my edgy nails done joke. Like something like that, like with sarcasm.
Right. I hope that was a tongue-in-cheek apology for
Yeah.
Gaffigan, because that you should give zero fucks about that.
I mean, he said edgy nails joke. I mean, he knows it wasn't. It was just a fucking comment. It's not fucking edgy by any means. Not like he said I endorse rape and like dogfighting. And
Yeah,
shit
like,
that.
if you get your, I hope you get raped when you get your nails done. Ha 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 ha.
You're attracting more attention to yourself. You're gonna get raped, something like that. Then go ahead.
Gilbert
be a little
Gottfried.
mad.
Zero Fields.
Gilbert Godfrey. There
Thank
go.
you. At Zero
Took a
Fields.
while, but yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag TNWYC on Twitter.
Yeah. Everybody go tweet Jim Gaffigan and say we love him.
Tell him you love him. And also tweet
can
Joe
be on
Rogan
the
and
show.
say, fuck Joe Rogan and fuck your shitty
Jim Gaffigan
podcast.
come on the show and defend himself, even though he has nothing to defend.
We're just creating controversy now to try to get guests on. Penn Jillette, have you heard that these people called you a fag? Come on our show to defend yourself.
Come here. They said you were gay with Teller.
Your magic
and all those
fucking
things.
sucks. They say they
I
figured
wouldn't
out the
even say
bullet
that.
trick.
Wow.
That trick is
that's-
so cool.
It is. They've never revealed that, right?
There's some people that say that they've figured it out.
There's no way.
You see, but the thing is, the Penn has said, we've at least it was in one of their episodes of Bullshit. I think it was about Area 51. And he says, you know, we keep an eye on the forums, you know, on websites and stuff, and people claim that they've figured out how all this is done. Not one of them have been right yet.
Yeah.
But that was a couple years ago, so I don't know. Maybe that's changed.
It's fucking amazing trick.
God,
It's funny. There's a video on there you can find where they show one of their trapdoor tricks, and they play to the song "Trapdoor." It's just
Oh
fun
yeah,
to
that's
watch.
a great great bit.
Trapdoor.
Right. They do it. They do it blast off, and then
Yeah.
they come back for the second verse, and it's trapdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They show it with like glass up so you can see everything they're doing.
Yeah, that's
It
a
was
great stuff.
entertaining.
They reveal a lot of their tricks.
Yeah, just not their best one.
Yeah, just not their best one. I mean, they do
What is
one.
it?
They do one
What is
about the
the magic?
flag and the Constitution,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really cool. And they do it twice, and then they show you how it's done. It's a really cool like show. I mean, from what I've seen, I really want to go see it live before they
Vegas.
retire. I know. I got to make more money, like and
For the-
favorite, so I can go see Penn and Teller.
I think he's permanent. They're permanently put up in Vegas at one of the hotels, like always doing shows.
No, they tour. They do tour.
Oh, they
but-
do from time to time. I'm just saying. I think they have a gig at one of those
Yeah,
hotels.
I just mean before they retire because Teller's like 64, 65.
Is he really?
Mhm. Penn is
Wow.
Penn is like 57, 58, something like that. They're
Wow.
older. Well, I mean, you know, the whole idea of at 65 you should retire, 70 you should retire. I mean, we're gonna have to change those norms because those norms were created.
Oh no, they're already changing.
Yeah, with the
You
whole
can't
idea.
support it now anyway. If everyone fucking retired at 62, the goddamn Social Security would collapse.
Mm-hmm.
And that was put up when people were dying very young,
Yeah,
or
right.
well, young to today's standards.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. The first time I ever saw them was actually on a Drew Carey show episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
and that was way back when that show was actually on the air.
Yeah, the Drew Carey show. It's been a
When
while.
it was on the air, yeah.
It's been a while for Drew Carey. Yeah, but he's doing the prices right now, so he's okay.
He is now. He's done a lot of gigs, like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, I love that show.
That show was amazing.
He's lost weight too, right?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
quite a bit.
Good.
Compared
Good
to
for
when he
him.
was on the Drew Carey show, yes.
Good for him. I remember I loved that show.
Carey's awesome.
Did Jonah Hill get fat again?
I don't know if he got
Did he?
legitimately fat or if they're faking the fat. I don't think he's really fat. I really think it's
Because
just
I saw in the preview of that movie
the end is
whatever the fuck that is, that's gonna suck.
You know, all those guys are in it. Jonah Hill, the other guy, the nerdy skinny dude.
right, yeah.
That guy, and also another guy who's in that nerdy.
The guy from,
the Sorcerer's Apprentice kid.
Right, and
You've
also
seen that movie.
the guy from Eastbound and Down
Yeah.
is in it, whatever that guy's name is. But like in the preview, it's Fat Jonah Hill again.
Yeah, he was also fat in that Babysitter movie too.
Yeah, so
But he wasn't really that fat in 21 Jump Street. He's kind of like
he wasn't at all.
yeah,
He was like,
yeah, at all. I remember. So I really think it's just a makeup thing they're doing.
Did you see that movie,
Pennywise
Katie?
Rule.
21 Jump Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta see that
Stupid
movie.
Fucking asshole.
Spoiler alert: they shoot a dude's dick off at the end of the movie.
No, she just saw
It
it because
wasn't
that
as
one
good.
guy with his
No,
dick.
no, no.
wasn't
I saw it
'cause of the
because
buff.
it was funny. It looked funny in the trailer. and
It did, but I was really disappointed. I thought the trailer was actually better than the actual movie.
God, even when Real Hutch isn't here, we still have fucking movie talk. Damn it.
Dude, movie talk's my thing. I love talking about
Movie
I
talk.
brought it up last show.
I hate
That's
movie talk. I know you brought it
you
up.
gotta have movie talk, man.
No, not movie talk. Unless
Why?
we're
Why do you
unless we're
hate so
shitting on The
much?
Rock. No movie talk.
No, The Rock is fucking amazing.
Rock is-
Yo, man, Lefty, why are you hitting on that? That movie is philosophical, bro. Cause like Ed Harris is just so captivating. He doesn't really want to hurt anybody, but like he fucking will if he has to. But he's such a good guy on the inside, man.
I gotta agree with everything Catatonic Hutch just said there.
You gotta love Catatonic Hutch, yeah. So
Iron Man 3 comes out tomorrow.
I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. No.
What's the last movie you saw in theaters?
Last movie I saw in theaters, Lincoln.
How was that?
It was good. I went with my dad.
Ah, okay, you do like movies.
Well, no, we just went to see it because he fucking hates Abraham Lincoln.
All right, a little weird.
Oh God, people are gonna seize on that. No, he
They
hates.
totally are.
He hates the idea of what Abraham Lincoln did because the whole idea of when you break it down, if you're a constitutionalist, the Emancipation Proclamation and that whole ending of slavery thing was the almost the total abolition of states' rights. It was a states' rights issue. I believe personally that it served a great enough good to circumvent the rights of the individual states. But some people don't. Some people say that, he went about it the wrong way and totally crapped on the rights of the individual states. Just
Origin story, racist lefty from the father of the man who hates Abraham Lincoln. Coming soon, summer of 2014.
It's the same thing that Obama is doing to medical marijuana facilities in California. The Justice Department is still telling them, we're going to raid your shit. It's like, well, it's legal here. It's like, not federally.
Federal law trumps state law.
But it shouldn't. That's the whole idea of the Constitution. If you read it, is that the states decide what the fuck they want to do. I mean, there's the full faith and credit clause, but the whole idea of interstate commerce and shit, the interstate commerce is the federal government completely and utterly seizing control of the states from the states. But I don't know. That's a law school discussion.
Abraham Lincoln.
I don't hate Abraham Lincoln.
Obama by that.
I don't.
Analysis.
I hate Obama. I hate that about Obama. Yeah, because he can go on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I'm sure
and
it's
everybody
that,
search
not the
everybody
fact that
search
he's black.
after the show. Watch Penn Jillette's rant on Obama using recreational drugs. He did it on his own podcast, Penn Sunday School. It's a great rant. Penn Jillette, just Obama
Tell her
recreational
to come on.
drugs. No. But the whole idea that Obama can go on Jimmy Fallon and joke about smoking marijuana in college and doing fucking cocaine. Hard drugs that are felonies. Even possession of cocaine is a felony. You go to federal pound me in the fucking ass prison if you don't have a good enough lawyer to get out of some felony cocaine possession charges. And Obama's just like, yeah, I did it a little bit, maybe. It's like, well, what the fuck, man? That's bullshit. No, I mean, I'm more liberal, I guess, than most, but no, Obama, that's
That's why you hate him, not because he's black.
Oh, God, enough with the
Oh,
racist
goodness
stuff.
gracious.
It started with your dad,
Mm-hmm.
and we can see the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Maybe. I don't know.
Ching Chong Wing Wong.
That was Katie. That's Katie with Ching Chong Wing Wong.
Oh man, it was just her on big screen. It was just so funny.
It
like,
was.
Ching Chong Wing Wong.
See, here you go, Katie. This is from Austin Hollingsworth on Twitter. Just got to say you're a lucky man. Wrong version of your, but okay. Katie is wrong
Spelled
word.
gorgeous wrong too.
Spelled gorgeous wrong. But
Wow.
okay, Katie is gorgeous. We
Gorgeous.
need more redheads. No, I just need more Katie. That's all.
And then
Gorgeous.
frowny face.
And then a frowny. Yeah, and then a frowny face. What the fuck? Why not a smiley
Sad,
face?
sad because there aren't
'Cause
enough
you-
redheads.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Hashtag TNWYs.
I mean, some hair dye will solve all of your problems, sir. Just put it in her hair when she's sleeping. Man, how mad would a woman be if she were
Really freaking mad.
Wait, what is this? Hashtag TNWYC. Katie is so hot. Hashtag payback for grandma love towards lefty. 8 == greater than sign. That's a medical
You-
problem. If
Maybe
your
it
penis
was. Maybe it
shaped
was
like an
trying to
arrowhead.
throw back to when we mentioned someone's mother said we were attractive, but they think it's grandma.
I don't know. Does this guy? Oh, I guess I don't know. Maybe he
Does
thinks.
this guy's grandmother think we're attractive too? Is that
No,
why
his
he's
grandma
mad at
thinks
you?
I'm attractive. Chiz, stop trying to bogart my grandma hotties. The grandmas that think I'm a hottie. Katie, would you fight a grandma over me?
No.
Really? You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
fight?
actually fight her. Why would I need to fight her?
She was
Really?
hitting on me. We're
I
not
would just
talking.
like
We're not
take her
talking.
walker away and then
No,
walk
no,
away.
no, no,
Wow.
because you got to think about it. We're talking like a 60-year-old grandma here. We're talking like not an old sweatpants
Like-
and
Just kind of run slow kind
Canasta.
of grandma.
yeah. Well, like a grandma. I don't know. She just
Like a run slow.
she
kind
had
of
a daughter early, and her daughter had another daughter early, or another progeny early. And we're not talking old grandma here.
All right, so well, usually those people tend to smoke or drink, so she probably wouldn't be that healthy.
God.
She probably
You heard it
wouldn't be
here,
able to
folks. If
run.
you are a grandmother over the age of 60, it is true that you smoke or drink.
Yeah. Okay.
That is why you are still alive.
But if so what? So if she's hitting on me though, if she's like, hey, lefty, what's up? You wouldn't fight a grandma? Because this guy's saying
wouldn't.
no. This guy
Like
the same thing.
physically?
Nervous wreck. He says no. My
Physically,
grandma
no.
thinks you're whore. I think he means hot. I hope he means hot. No, my grandma thinks you're a whore. That lefty's a whore.
spelled the wrong way.
No, I wouldn't fight her.
If your grandma calls me a
Physically,
money whore, I'll
physically.
fight your grandma. She's
So what would you do?
Lefty's a
Not,
money
if not
whore.
physically.
Yeah, what would you do?
Just yell at her.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
it?
wouldn't yell at her. I'd just be like, no, and walk away.
Oh, come on.
With me or just
Well,
leave
yeah,
me
with
there?
you. No, I wouldn't leave you freaking there. Are you kidding me?
Well, then you would have to fight her because she's got her arm wrapped around Lefty like old people
She's
do.
trying to. She's,
well, that's
she's
a whole
little
new
bit drunk,
ballpark.
trying to come on to me.
Oh,
she's
so
trying
what
to
would you do
touch
if
me.
she had her arms wrapped around Lefty and like? one
No,
hand
she's
on
trying to
the
wrap
glass?
her arm because
Hey, we're a minute over.
You're, what are you, a politician? Come on now. This is not town hall. Finish the
I vote.
answer.
I vote for an extension. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? The measure passes. We extension.
Oh,
That was a supermajority right there. That was 66% of the vote.
Yep.
well.
Passing some gun amendment.
Right, she's got her
gun bill
arms around
amendments up in this
Lefty, hand on his
bitch.
ass.
She's trying to. She's trying to like touch my butt or she'd like lovingly caress my face.
What? No.
She's old,
How is
you
she
know.
this
He didn't
close
know.
to you?
Because she's old. That's how
I don't
old
know.
people
Maybe
play.
maybe we're at a show or something. I'm signing autographs, taking pictures with my 2 fans.
All right, now you know it's a
It wasn't
hypothetical
all
right there.
grandma?
I said 2 fans, you dick. Yeah, some grandma shows up. She's all.
Wait, you said 2 fans. Who's the other fan?
Oh my god. It's not hypothetical.
Wow,
I'm the other
Katie.
fan there, Katie. All right, now answer the fucking question. I'm starting to lose my buzz.
Katie,
I
that was
probably-
mean.
What?
One fan. Who's
I
the other
meant- I meant-
fan?
no, I
Like,
meant,
who
like,
could it
who's-
be?
No, I mean like who?
I would hope it was
would
you.
the other fan would be like
The
grandma's
other fan is the fucking
granddaughter.
grandma. You're the fan. The grandma's the other fan. There you go.
This is the saddest fan made up ever.
Question. I would first ask her why she watches your videos.
Because I'm hot.
Like-
I'm a hot piece of ass.
You're
Yeah, but if
avoiding
she's
the question.
usually 60-year-old women don't typically follow YouTube.
Doesn't matter. She's into it.
She turns down the treble on her speakers, turns the bass way up, and squats
I'm sure there are
over it
plenty of
while
old
I talk.
ladies out there that like Justin Bieber. Okay,
Yeah, there's plenty of MILF believers.
there's plenty of fucking grandmothers that like Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't beat up an old lady.
But she's got her arms
But
wrapped
I
around
would
him. He
definitely
can't leave with
politely
you.
ask her to back off.
And she says, "Fuck you, bitch. I'm 65. I do what I want."
Well,
And
then
she's got
maybe
her
I'd,
hands around him.
well, maybe I'd gently remove her from
She's
his
65.
arm
There is no gently removing an old lady.
without hurting her.
Like
She's
I said,
got
she's 65.
osteoporosis everywhere. You're breaking
Yeah.
shit. You're touching her.
She's got liver spots and bed sores.
Bed sores.
Wait, why is she trying to touch me? I mean, maybe I don't want her touching me. I don't want her touching me.
Oh my gosh.
So you would gently remove the old
She's some
lady's arms
drunk
from
ass
Lefty.
grandma trying to grab up on my junk and all that stuff. Hell no. I'll fight her.
she's
I'll
your
punch her in
only
the face.
She's your only fan. You have to be
No, she's
respectful.
50% of my fandom. Katie's the other 50%.
Basically.
I bet the old lady would scrap it out with you. She would call you out.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 65. That means she was what? Raised in like the
So?
50s, 40s. That bitch is a scrapper.
I wrestle dogs for a living. I think I got this.
Old women are dogs now?
I don't know. Whoa.
Old women are less than dogs.
Exactly.
Wow.
Wow.
That's some hate on a grandma.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't think I would want this grandma touching me, especially if
That
she's
makes
got.
me an ageist.
What? No, I'm not an ageist.
No, I said would that make me an ageist?
No, that would just make you don't fucking touch my man.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
You,
she's
Grandma.
looking for
Well,
some kung
you
fu
and girl.
action.
Any girl? Would you fight a younger girl that was trying to grab up on me?
Yeah.
That's very definitive.
Okay.
What's the age limit? What do you cut it off at and go to verbal?
Yeah, 45. I'm thinking 45.
45 is
35.
cougar.
35?
Really?
35,
Because
40.
45 is the cougars, and cougars got money and aggressiveness.
35, 40.
35, 40? Okay.
Really? Someone going through.
But it also depends on her size. Like, if she's a big troll-looking thing, like, I'm smart enough to just be like, let's
I
go.
wouldn't want that touching me.
She could grab Lefty, though, and,
Bite
put
me.
his arm at a pressure point. Then what are you going to rescue him from the giant behemoth of a troll?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think we put Katie on the spot enough this evening. We thank you all. That's not why you called episode numero dos. And we thank you all for joining, sticking through. As we would all appreciate it if you like the video. It does help us out. It does help us get some circulation. And as always, we thank you all for liking. I am Lefty. You can follow me on Twitter at Lefty643. We have at Dr. Chiz. He is the co-host over there. He's not the catatonically stoned Rastafarian white boy. He is the other catatonically stoned Rastafarian white boy just over there. It's at Dr. Chiz on Twitter. And, of course, our lovely producer who would beat the shit out of a grandma over me, Katie, at Little Miss Katie, Kaity, on Twitter. Nah, yeah, you didn't say it, but I am. So,
Okay.
all right. Anyway, thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. We are out.
I'm gonna go smoke another bowl. Woo!
All right.